The kingdoms of Odysseum have been striving to gain power over one another for centuries. There have been wars, treaties, despair for some, and prosperity for many. With the lands of Odysseum almost entirely claimed, it seemed another war was on the horizon. That was until a Belle ship, once thought to have been lost, returned to port. Its captain and crew, alive and well, gave news that a storm had blown them off course and that they had discovered a new land. The captain would go on to assure that this land was no mere island, but a massive continent. He said they had sailed its coast for 2 weeks before having to stop in fear of running out of rations. They used the stars to sail home. The journey, a mere 3 months. This news spread like wildfire across Odysseum. Every kingdom and guild now had their minds set on this new land that the king and queen of Belle had dubbed Avaralos, a word meaning new beginning in their language. A deal was made between Diamante and Belle. Diamante, being landlocked, had no chance of reaching this new land, and Belle, a longtime ally of theirs, agreed to a joint expedition funded by Diamante to launch from the port of Belle. Now, as ships set off, the world enters a new era, an era of exploration and adventure, an era of colonization and manifest destiny, the era of discovery. Yet I leave you with this warning. Not all who travel to Avaralos will live to tell their tale. The dangers that will befall you there are countless, and its mysteries abundant. They will tell you to leave no stone unturned, but maybe there are stones no mortal is meant to touch. Maybe this land is not yours to trample about. Maybe this land was forgotten for a reason. Recording's going.
Yep.
Welcome back, everybody. We are 30 minutes late because a certain streamer is not awake and is not present.
We lost
will
our
pay for
skeleton.
this.
He's unconscious.
Yes, yes, I did.
He will pay.
With his life.
With his
He's
spine.
already dead.
Yeah, true. With his spine.
With this undead life.
With which of his bones are each of us grabbing? It's very important.
I'll grab a
I
femur.
needed a new fishing line.
I don't think you can
that's
use
how that
bonus
works.
fishing line.
Watch me.
Be real.
Maybe.
I give you a pass on like the tendons, but he doesn't have those.
All right, then I'm just using his spine as the fishing rod.
Yeah, I was about to say you could use the rod. You could use it for the rod, but I don't think you could use it for the line.
If you're using it for the rod, I would use like the femur.
I took the femur. It's mine.
Alright, so last session, you guys smoked some meat and journeyed back to the ship, where you guys gave your report on what you had found and what you had seen.
box is broken. Sorry.
What's broken?
I have a push to mute set up and I forgot to click it. My alert box is broken, so.
Also, did you want to be showing your dice today, Van?
Oh yeah, let me turn that on. You guys got to... Oh, that's updated. That's new. Oh, there's like effects now for the camera. That's insane. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. You guys got to pick what would be constructed in the town. You guys are introduced to the town building mechanic. The crew went back to the boat where their arrival was celebrated. You know, a conversation between Nala and... Oh, am I roboting?
A little bit.
It was as soon as you turned on your camera.
Assumably, I'll try.
Okay.
I've been having issues with that. Got to introduce to the counter mechanic. Got to pick what was built in the town. You had to assign resources and workers and such. Went back to the boat where your arrival was celebrated. Spoke to many different representatives of guilds and stuff that are on the ship. There was a bit of a confrontation between Nala and another crew member, accusing Nala of taking the name of someone he is not. The captain had to step in and break things up. And at the end of it, there was some of the party, or some of the group of the explorers had joined a new guild or two. And now we come back around to that night.
Oh,
Huh?
I think Morgiana, you're with the one that kicked you in the shin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Delvers.
Yeah.
Now you can deal with your fire too.
Yeah,
So-
me and I think Deals did.
We get a. I don't think Deals joined anyone.
I did. I said sounds like fun at the very end.
Oh, all right. I'll message you a thing then.
Do you want me to?
I
send
did.
him
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
sent me?
yeah. Just go ahead and just relay that. I didn't know that was a sign me up. So we get a view around the ship of later that night where people are around. We see below deck where Kai has just shaken hands with Leon, and Leon is now showing Kai these very giant weapons that he has stacked up behind him. Huge swords, axes, a giant set of like steel bagpipes,
Yes,
bows,
madame. What business do you
what look
have
like
with me?
gunpowder propelled bow cannons. And Kai is to take his pick from there. Nala is speaking with Daphne, and they're discussing various plants and things he's encountered over his time. Morgiana, Niran, and Zahar are sitting by a table with Yofira, who is passing out some paperwork, explaining some things, and basically tells Morgiana, these are new. You outrank them ever so slightly. It's your fault if they die.
Fuck.
There he is!
Yep.
Man's alive.
You
He
should have started.
lives.
We just started 5 minutes ago. Vinny has a recording of those 5 minutes.
Okay.
Good morning.
I didn't mean to nap for that long.
It's okay, buddy. I understand.
You sound so out of it.
Dude, you don't understand. I was gonna stay up. I was gonna do more shit. And then Abby was like, I want to snuggle. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I fell asleep. And I woke up and I'm like, what time is it? And I was like, yeah, it's 6:20. Van was trying to get me up. I'm like, why didn't you get me up?
So many
It's
of us
okay,
probably getting a
buddy.
hold of you.
We
Oh,
were
yeah.
texting you, calling you.
Called you
like,
twice on your phone.
My phone was in my office.
Oh, you
I sent you
motherfucker.
various goose gifts.
Also, it's on silent.
Oh,
It's okay, buddy. I
So-
understand.
Yeah. So
Alright.
Wayne, just start the stream
Alright,
and
give
just
me-
tell Vinny when to stop their recording.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna continue.
Alright.
Basically get told, if they die, it's your fault.
Fuck.
Guess I got
What if
some
I
editing
die?
to do.
Then it's your fault.
everything is your fault.
It seems that way.
You've lived this long, dear. Hold on. You've lived this long. You could probably muscle out a few more weeks.
6:37, Vinny.
Huh.
You can stop recording.
Okay, stop recording.
And from there, we just get a full view of the ship where other people are mingling around. There is preparation for a feast tomorrow. Tomorrow being Zanzis. It'll also be the first day that the colonists are allowed to go ashore. Now that you've it has been discovered there's no immediate danger around the landing spot. At least none that you find. No, we won't break for the intro, Wayne.
Is Wilbella still
You just put it
unconscious?
in post. Those of you that check out Noella, she is in a back room on one of the lower decks where there is. Let's see here. A young redheaded woman with goggles on her head, hair in a braid, blue shirt with little brass like collar and shoulder bits, and she is currently tending to her.
All right.
For anyone that goes to check on her.
I guess since I asked, after Knowledge finished his stuff with Daphne, got his class files, he would have gone to check on Wilbella, because considering he carried her all the way here, and so he'll approach and, is she all right? She's been out for a long time.
Yes. I'm not sure what happened. I have many questions about that, but she's currently in a coma-like state from severe exhaustion. By my opinion, she'll be like this for 2 or 3 more days.
My word. I know the priests and the like, they're able to help with like the body's exhaustions. But do you think that might help her if we had someone like that could help?
Oh, I'm a cleric. I've done all I can for now.
So sorry. And this is. I'm glad that she is physically all right, if not mentally exhausted, as you said. Glad we
What
got
exactly happened to her?
From what I recall, it was late at night. She was working on some maps. One of the party members. I don't remember. I was distracted at the time. I just came running, but they approached her, having felt this guidance to do so, and when they laid their hand on hers, from what I was told, she went into this glowing-eyed state where she just started scrabbling madly at the maps before her. She ended up detailing things that we had not been to before she just collapsed in front of us.
She's gonna roll a religion. 18, 5. Oh, I understand now. Well, if it was by the will of the gods, I suppose it could not be helped.
What do you mean?
From what you describe, what day did this occur on?
That was Divinitas?
That would have been Paradune.
Paradune. It was the dates, I always get them confused. No, Paradune. Paradune.
Yes, it seems that Paradune bestowed upon a blessing to the group, and its unintended or intended outcome was the energy of this young one. Seems she could not handle all that was being given to her. Seemingly why you only required spots on the map.
Are you saying that it's possible that we could have learned more had she been older, wiser?
Stronger, yes. But she is a child.
Yes, of course. I did not mean to say that she's too weak. She's a great help.
Any more and it would have killed her.
I'm glad it did not. I'm even more glad that this if you know of this must be a recorded thing. So she'll come back from this.
Yes, with time. You'll have to try your hardest to get her to go back out. I'll tell you that.
I see. On the off chance she does refuse, do you know of anyone else on this boating that has cartography skills, if not equivalent, a basic understanding that we could employ?
Not that I know of, no.
I see. Thank you for your time. I will inform the others about her condition.
Right, and as you go to leave, let me just look at something real quick.
Above game, right? So we're
yes.
supposed to we decided last session that we were gonna stay here for 2 or 3 days for the thing to be built.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Indeed.
Do we think that she would be awake by then?
Well, they said it would take 2 or 3 days. That's what the cleric said.
As you go to leave, she puts a hand on you and goes, "May Cord guide you like he does the hammer on the hand."
Oh.
If you want to make a religion check, you can.
I will try. I'm not normally good at this, though.
Excuse me. Who is this?
Hmm? Who is who?
Who's this?
The giant one? That's the cleric.
Yeah.
6.
6? Cord is a god.
I can
don't know
guess
what
it
else.
based off the cleric trying to, like, bless me. Yeah. And I kind of just do like that worker's smile of, yes, I thank you for that. Not much of a religious fellow, but it's just good to see that the lights are with you. And then I'm just gonna make like a hasty retreat.
He is a strange one. And she's gonna go back to tending to Wavelia. I don't know if that's Wayne reacting to the name of this guy, or the fact that there's a cleric on the boat.
The cleric.
The look of what the cleric is. He's reacting to, holy shit, she's hot.
Everyone on this boat is hot. What are you talking about?
That's the thing that we've learned.
What about that weird fish thing?
What fish thing?
Next to the fox.
Randor, are you actually coming towards the back
It looked
room?
more like a dragon.
I thought it
Yeah,
was
they
like a
look
dragon.
Closer
like a
to.
dragonborn.
Yeah, I think it's a dragonborn.
Oh, that's a dragon.
God damn it! It's also hot.
Yeah?
What is happening?
Dragon!
This is the hot boat. And listen,
Only hot people allowed on the boat.
Randor, you said that you were headed towards the cleric. Are you actually doing that, or is that just you messing around?
I don't know this cleric exists,
Only
but
hot
damn!
people allowed on the boat.
Only hot people out on a boat. Randor fucking jumps off, I guess.
I don't know. Someone.
I don't know.
Someone's
I
into
don't
that,
know
I'm
if
sure.
I'm able to see the clerics. I don't know when this occurs, man. I just woke up. I don't know.
This is
what's
occurring below deck. If you want to be there, you can.
If I pass by the room and see the cleric, Randor will walk in. Sure.
Do you need medical attention?
Randor's brain is like calculating. He's been through a lot. And then at the word medical attention, does he know this woman's a cleric?
Will Belle is in the room.
Will Belle's in the room. You could assume she is some kind of medical personnel. You can make me a perception check to look for like a holy symbol or anything.
Okay.
Dial-up internet sounds.
Okay,
That's
because Randor wants to like answer, but he doesn't want to be a bard and then get fucked over here. Oh, perception. I guess I'm using roll 20 because I don't have anything else set up right now. 14?
Do you see a holy symbol wrapped around her wrist?
Haha!
You can make me a religion check.
Okay. It doesn't matter. That shit will kill.
That's hilarious.
No idea. But you do know she is a cleric. And then thus she is 10 times as likely than anyone else on this boat to kill you.
Are you sure about that, Van?
Randor will stutter because she's spoken common, right?
Yes.
He'll stutter and then he'll say not the practical kind, but maybe some medical attention alone later. And he'll give her a wink. Can I roll a charisma check?
Roll a. It's not because it's a persuasion.
Okay.
Persuasion at disadvantage.
Okay. And he'll look at the hard camera and say, "Sorry, children."
I was gonna say, at
damn
the
it.
end of last session,
I don't think I can roll any lower than that.
You can.
Oh boy. No, I can't. Thanks, Roll20. Appreciate you.
Also,
Oh, that's
yours
charisma.
yeah.
My persuasion. Fuck. I could just re-roll that, but I'm just gonna do the bonus.
Yeah, go ahead and re-roll.
Okay.
Go ahead and re-roll.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Fucking
persuasion.
11. That's a little bit better. That's not bad. That's not terrible.
It can't be bad.
Randor's off his game. He's been thrown off today.
Oh, I'm afraid I don't offer those kinds of services. If you could be on your way. I have important things to do.
At this point, I think Nala was nearby anyway, since... Oh, Randor! How are you doing, my friend?
As Nala blocks you into the room from leaving.
Randor is just like, God damn it.
I was gonna say, at the end of last session, Morgiana was going with the Bullavella, so she's just like leaning.
Oh yeah,
Morgiana is just like, in the... I'm just watching this all happen, and it's like, pervert.
Randor looks at Morgiana and says, "What? I'm a bar. It's worth a shot."
I'm sorry, but can you even get it up to try?
Damn, vicious mockery right there.
Yeah, I think that needs a save throw, I feel.
Hold on, yeah, wait, I need Randor to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Wow.
That one is, I mean, it's a bad insult.
Randor...
Take 4 psychic damage.
Randor won't take 4 psychic damage for the reason you think. Randor's gonna take 4 psychic damage because he's gonna make a bone pun. And he hates those. And he also has to say it in common, which is even worse. That's the thing, Morgiana. I always have a boner, and he's gonna visually cringe.
That is a joke.
It's like, God, that was painful. Nala.
At this moment, the red-haired cleric will raise an eyebrow and goes, "If that lasts more than 4 hours, you do need to come and see me."
Morgiana will walk up to her and be like, "Don't worry, he's used to it. It's
Ow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
He's used to it being like that and not getting any relief."
Damn, Morgiana, how to piss off Morgiana in fucking 2 seconds. Jesus Christ.
please leave.
Ah, no worries, madam. I'll get them off your hands. And I'm just gonna pick both of them up by like the back of their neck and just start walking out.
I would
That's
advise
off the
you
edge of
put
the boat.
me down. Oh fuck! I was laughing too hard. I'm serious.
And as like the door like closes behind Nala, she goes back to tending to Lavelle and goes, the sexual tension between those two.
Oh my god. No!
Outside of the room, I will let you guys down and sorry about that. I just had to do as she asked. Randall, I had a question for you.
Is Wavella okay? Yeah, he'll say that in Sylvan.
I'll respond in Sylvan. She will be fine within a few days. It's is a very bad case of exhaustion.
He'll nod and then look at you, expecting the question.
Nala kind of like reaches back and is like rubbing his head, and he's like, I don't know how to ask this quite right. You have been to the Feywilds?
Randor pulling two berries out of his bag and chewing on them. I kind of live there.
Well, I don't know if you recall the earliest scene with that fox man, but supposedly I share the same name as some sort of hero from this land. Could you tell me more?
Would that be another history check, friend?
That would be a history check,
I was
yes.
about to say, I rolled for this last session, I think I didn't roll great.
Go ahead and roll again. Just you try to recall a
Alright.
you try to call this
Was that an advantage for me or for Vanny?
Yes, it was an advantage because you're from the Feywild.
Okay, at 11! Ooh, cool.
You think about it, and you do know, like, remember, like, a few words out of a fairy tale because you went, that's a cool fairy tale. And do you think Nala was one of the names from it? But you don't really have the knowledge to actually tell it.
Randor will look at Nala and say, I think I wrote a song about it once or something, I don't know. Well, it was a cool fairy tale, not that important.
I see. But thank you for trying. I believe we have a few other compatriots that have been there. I'll see if I can ask them and what they remember.
By the way, Frey, you're being followed around by a now re-seeming princess.
Oh, okay.
Oh God,
I mean, that's fine.
That should be great. I forgot that.
Is she just like everywhere I go? She's following me.
So to put this in the right way, you are now a sense of comfort. As she's a runaway. You're a runaway.
Oh, great.
She naturally feels like she has someone like her.
Oh, she won't feel that way when she sees the rest of the party.
I mean, that's fine. It's totally fine if she wants to follow me. It's gonna be a very weird thing to like go up to the group and be like, "Hey guys," and she's standing right next to him, hovering over.
Randor's staring into your soul. What have you done?
I can just picture Frey standing there. This princess is on one side, Tallulah's on the other, and they're just glaring at each other.
Oh no.
I don't know. I imagine Tallulah to glare, and then the princess is like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, she seems pretty oblivious to every situation.
Well, I must pardon myself, friends. I'm going to go tell the others of Wavella's condition and possibly seek information from them. I hope you have a good night, and tomorrow we should work on the town. And with that, Nala's going to leave the area.
Mm.
I feel like I've been talking a lot. If
Happy
anybody else wants to talk anything.
Yeah, anybody else wants to do anything? Or if y'all want to go to bed for the night?
Happy
Does
to
anyone?
sleep.
I'm
I was
thinking.
gonna ask if anyone wanted to roll.
Because I
for
remember,
anything.
I don't know. Huh?
Hi.
I was just asking if anyone did, just not specifically me, but I was just asking if anyone did.
I remember last session, Van having Tula say, "I'll see you at dinner" or something like that, and I didn't know if you had anything specific planned.
Yeah, there's a small dinner. Dinner on the ship is it's a pretty forgiving term there. Rations get passed out along with just water to drink.
If you put
Hard
water
tack, so-
on this ration, it turns into bread. It's like magic.
Right. Okay. Aside
So,
from that, I had nothing.
so yeah. As the night goes on, the bell gets rung for rations to be passed out. Which for everyone that hasn't seen it yet, between sessions I processed how many rations you guys would get out of all of the meat, and it's created its own new problem.
We have way too many rations.
We have way too much. We have way too much food now.
So that storehouse, right?
So, I'm totally filling my rations bar. You can't stop me.
Oh, that wouldn't even work either. Even if we had the storehouse only does what, another 300?
We have like 2K.
Fuck.
This is
And
why I suggested the rabbits that can
Well,
eat
good
rotten
news
shit.
is tonight 21 of them get eaten. And you notice they don't serve the new rations that came in. They're still serving the old rations.
By fault.
And then, are all of you filling up your ration bars?
I'm
Yes.
filling mine.
Yes.
Nope.
Each of you tell me how many you fill up so I can subtract it from
There's
the...
no point.
Or
All 5.
4,
I'd
5,
say 4.
4.
Mine's full because I'm a fucking skeleton. Fuck.
Deals, are you refilling your rations?
Yeah, I'm refilling them.
I have
How many?
even. God.
How many?
How many did you have prior to the
I
refill?
I have +2 more in my inventory. Oh my fucking god.
It looks like people have been dropping 4 or 5 deals. And what about Lexi and Morgiana?
Same amount.
Okay, who do I got 4, 5, 4. Randor's not getting any, like normal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a problem.
No one picked up on that. Morgiana, how many rations did you refill up on?
Put it in the chat. 5.
Oh, okay, they all just showed up for me.
It's 4 for me.
Minus
4
5,
for me as well.
minus 4, 5.
So that shredded
I
a
think I already
decent
got
amount
Kai's
off.
5.
Yeah, I'm just making sure to put it in the chat just in case.
And how long are the meat rations that we brought back gonna last since they're smoked?
They last a month, but they have a plan. So they'll reveal that that'll happen tomorrow.
Okay.
That's what that gets dropped down to. All right. Frey, you get serve your rations, and Tallulah runs up to you, and she's her normal happy self, and then she notices this other colonist standing next to you, and
Okay.
God damn it. Here we go.
Oh no.
Who's this, Frey?
Oh god, hold on, let me remember her fake name. Hold on.
Her fake name.
I only remember her princess name. Don't at me right now. Hold on.
The panic.
He I feel like Frey kind of forgot she was there because at some point he got really used to her presence being there. So he kind of like he's like, "What?" And then he's like,
Julia.
"Oh, yeah,
It's
this is
Julia.
Julia." And then he does the whole Julia, Tallulah, Julia kind of thing.
And Julia will hold out her hand and to shake hands with Tallulah, and she'll go, "Hi, Tallulah. Me and Frey are good childhood friends."
Frey's
Free,
like,
free.
Frey slets at that statement. He's like, "I have never said anything about my past to her. Uh-oh."
Oh no, you did find out that you two had, met each
No.
other in the past.
He meant to Tallulah. Like it's
Uh-huh.
like he hasn't told Tallulah anything about his past. Like he's like, sweats.
Like, oh, you're keeping secrets from me now.
Oh, well, Frey never mentioned you.
Uh, it's been quite some time since I've seen her, so we went our separate ways as when we were kids. So it's been quite some time.
And Tallulah like reaches down and she starts to like roll the like fiddle with the ring on her or that she's put on her middle finger.
Okay.
It's just like fiddling with like really jittery. Uh-huh. Well, I'm glad you two are reunited. But Frey's going to eat with me tonight.
Possessive.
I don't mean to be rude. Bye. And she just grabs Frey and starts running off.
Frey's like, "I'll talk to you tomorrow, I guess," and then like is led away by Tallulah.
Alright, and with that, you guys eat your meals, and you go to sleep, and you wake up on the morning of Zanzis, the
Party
7th
boy
of
day.
Tempest. My bards,
Yes.
go ahead and roll me
Oh, fuck.
D100. Hold on.
Oh,
It's
no.
party day.
Bards, give me D100s. First off, Morgiana, or whoever rolled that one first.
That was me.
Morgiana?
61.
You needed to beat a 64.
Fuck.
Wayne?
Wayne?
Did you go to
Wayne?
sleep again?
Wayne?
Wayne!
Doth thou hear you? Doth thou hear us?
It's so easy for him to
Randor!
succeed this one, too.
10 seconds or you take a 0.
Just roll for him.
It can wait. I have what he needs to beat, so it can wait.
Okay.
So on that morning, the whole ship is abuzz. Preparations are in way to get people onto the shore. And they start early morning. They start to move people over. As I need to actually grab everyone's tokens from the boat. Ooh, let me just put them all in the ocean real quick. Lavelia's not awake.
Are they all going off the boat?
Yes, everyone is.
I want to take Julia with.
Uh-huh.
I told her I'd take her with.
Let me get that person. Well, still on the boat. All right, that seems to be everyone. Nope, right there. I will. Now that's everyone except for the crew. Copy. Go over to the house. I am missing a token. Missing a certain knight.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun,
And
dun,
I
dun,
will
dun,
now
dun.
spread everybody out real quick. Boop. Viandi is over here in the woods.
He says
Do you
while
have that
we're
on
still
the-
looking at the town screen.
Yeah, I know, because I'm moving people around. I'm just setting things up for off in the woods over there. Lavelia is in here. And now is when the orders for everything go through.
Wayne, if you're
And
back,
you guys-
you better be rolling your D100.
Yeah, is Wayne back?
He's typing.
Wayne?
Wayne?
Wayne's dying.
Bard?
Sorry, I was trying to order my food.
Roll a D100. It's Zanzas.
53.
53. You had to beat a 22.
Damn it.
Fuck.
Yo, you beat it.
Oh.
Why are you damning? You beat
Oh, I did it.
it.
Yay.
You gain
I didn't.
an additional use of your bardic inspiration.
Let's go!
Yeah, it's party day.
It'll last 24 hours, so
If I had a dick, I would bardic inspiration it. Because God does it need inspiration.
yes, the
You can do it,
non-existent.
little squishy.
Randor cries and skeleton. His feelings were hurt. And he was just joking.
He felt it down to the bone.
Randor takes 100 damage. Psychic and fucking dies.
Alright. Town man. As all of the colonists rush off their little boats and are brought to the mainland.
Oh shit, they're all coming here.
And oh yeah, everyone was allowed off of the boat, and this is the first time in 3 months plus a few couple of days that they've been able to touch solid ground.
Oh.
Welcome, friends, to the land of Avaralos.
Randor hits Null in the back of the head. We already fought raptors, Null.
You can
They
reach
can't
that
know.
high?
Simultaneously, Frey, you feel both of your arms pulled as Julia wants to go look at something in this direction, and Tulula wants to look at something over here.
Did we get?
And then they both stop and they kind of like look each other for a moment and go, "Oh, we were gonna." But like both would say, "We were gonna look at." I mean, but you got to eat dinner with him.
Did we get her introduced to this new girl, or
Not yet.
No, none of you have spoken to her.
Cool.
Not
Randor's
yet.
gonna look back at this situation like, what the fuck?
Frey looks
How
uncomfortable.
much
You're
game does
sweating.
this rabbit have?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what the hell, man?
Frey's gonna look at them both and he's like, I apologize. I have to go speak to some people.
Randor's
I
gonna
will-
walk over.
He sees Randor and he gives him a look of help.
Randor's gonna give you a. Randor's gonna
Ladies
give
dig
you
the
this
pink and
look,
fluffy.
and it's gonna read, "What the fuck? I can't get shit, and you have 2 women pulling on you."
Frey is sweating. He is visibly
I
sweating.
can't even get the forge, man.
Frey's gonna be like, oh, Randor, we need to go speak to someone over, I don't fucking know, there. We'll go talk to the mayor and he's gonna drag you. He's gonna fucking drag you.
Randor being dragged away is gonna go, in common. Wait, what?
He's gonna drag you over here. He's gonna, like, be in the vicinity of the mayor.
It's funny, because I stole Ragdoll.
Yeah. You were his
Really is
scapegoat. He appreciates you.
Oh, that's a good scene too.
Randor being confused while Frey is running away from two women.
Like once he's away, once Frey is away from them, he like lets go. He lets
Austin,
go,
yes.
and he just like he like doubles over and sighs. He's like, God damn it. He doesn't swear, but he's like, oh no. Oh boy.
God damn it. Really, I gotta download this and change it. Photoshop.
Once he catches his breath, Frey's gonna look at Randor and he's like, I'm so sorry about that. Thank you for getting me out of that.
He's gonna raise a finger and then put it down.
Randor calls on all the knowledge of all bards past and knows, that's the morning after walk.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Randor gives a wink. Yes.
Oh no.
I am thoroughly confused.
My master was Panic Grimtongue. All right, I'm done.
Oh, I hate that.
So, as work begin, like the 20 or so workers that you guys have assigned immediately begin working on structures. There's 5 workers still without anything to do. And you guys yourselves can decide to go out and harvest wood or stone.
Hey, man.
But I should put on top of this, you guys need to take a full rest, which is 24 hours of no more than 3 hours of work to get that hit dice you're all missing back. So,
Oh, yes.
you guys decide when to take
The
that.
hit die
Oh,
that I'm not missing.
wait. You guys need to roll hit
Should
die?
be missing
I got
one.
berries.
What you don't understand is that because I'm a barbarian and I have a better con, I had more of those temp hit die things, and since I never had to use the
Okay.
original ones, I did not.
Okay. But some people here are missing a hit die.
In regards to that, though, you had mentioned to me the other day how they plan to solve the food storage issue.
Yes.
Nala's gonna, if they don't bring that up, Nala will bring that up to help start with doing that, since he doesn't need to take the full rest.
So 2 of the 5 workers actually get pulled aside by the mayor, and you see they've brought the freshly made rations off of the ship, and they're putting them into barrels. And the other 2 workers come over to this far edge over here, and they begin to dig a hole in the earth. And you guys are explaining that to keep them from rotting, because they only last for a month, and if they eat the new ones now, the old ones are going to rot before they get eaten.
Right.
So they have to eat the least fresh first. So they're going to put the new rations in barrels and bury them.
Huh. Neat.
Them being underground will be colder and will hopefully preserve them longer.
That and
But they
the
also
lack of
won't be able to
airflow,
be
so
won't be able to be accessed until they're dug up.
Man, we need to Dr. Stone this and make a refrigerator.
Out of curiosity, would there be a way that we could like take some of the rations as almost like a peace offering for when we meet up with Breezy again?
Yeah, it's called, we've got Randor that doesn't eat.
Aha!
Who has the rations?
Just hang the meat on me like a fucking meat rack. Paint me like one of your French.
What are
women.
you guys going to do for this day? There's
Nala?
currently 3 unassigned workers. The rest are working on structures.
Randor could bardic inspiration like the workers that need to work faster. I don't.
Would it be possible to see what resources we have right now? Because I only looked at the food when we were on the previous.
Yeah.
Okay. Ah, I see.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, I'll. Frey will go cut some wood. Frey's gonna go
Alright,
cut some wood.
So
Morgiana will go with Frey.
meaning you two can't benefit from the full rest today, because if you're gonna go cut wood.
Yeah,
that's fine.
All right.
I think Niren would join them too.
All right. So
Randor will cut some wood.
Or at least like scout around and see if he can find any other vegetables that he could use for seeds or anything like that.
So you can either forage or you can get wood. Which one?
He'd probably forage.
Actually, I'll forage as well to give you inspiration if you want. I have an extra today. I'm not gonna be able to use it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
So Frey and 3 workers are going to get wood. So far. Anybody else?
Morgiana was going with.
Morgiana is going with Frey.
I'll take my rest today. I need
Kai is
to
resting?
make sure to look over my new toy as well.
Oh yeah, you all see on the back of Kai's back is now a massive bow.
I see.
This is even better.
Nala and Kai are going to make a barrel by the looks of it.
Nala's definitely gonna make the barrel, and he'll just borrow Kai because Kai has the 3 hours that he doesn't need it, that he can do some like light work. So I just need him to be able to stand there while we take measurements for him.
This is good.
All right.
Barrel. So there's 5 people getting wood, and 2 people foraging.
Yeah, me and the bird forage.
I'd like to hunt.
You'd like to hunt? I'll throw that in with foraging. So after that's decided, basically, to prepare for the feast. Thank you. As I get brought food, as I say that, a lot of the townsfolk begin to actually walk to the forest edge and start to forage with crew around them and such. The male knight actually goes out and gets a few of the stronger males to go out on a hunt. So I'll round up. So for today, you guys are actually able to cut down 3 large trees. So that comes out to, and it's 4 wood per tree, I believe. Like I said. So you guys require 12 wood from that day of work. And I will edit that now.
So we are now 20 wood.
20.
20
wood. Indeed.
That's better than 8.
Yeah, so we
Okay,
actually have
and-
stuff for when the next one gets queued up.
And for everyone foraging, you guys pull in a lot of good fresh food. You find wild carrots, wild cabbage, some radishes. I got handed a pork chop but no knife.
Are any of these things new, like new species?
They aren't new. Oh, it's definitely a radish, but it's like a very pink radish.
So technically a new species of radish.
Yeah, just a different variety. But not a unique plant.
Okay.
Hold on.
Vinny is back to doing the tippy taps.
I'm doing the tippy taps as well.
Hey, Van.
Yes?
can Nala make/acquire that barrel?
So you require a barrel. Now, you can't just carry the barrel everywhere, because even though you can, you would get extremely tired.
Yes.
So
that's why I wanted to get help from the local blacksmith to hopefully make some like straps or like a base that'll help me hold it. Fucking like Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. But for Kai.
I'm sorry, but now that image, I just need to see Kai in Nezuko's kimono. And, like...
That'd be adorable. Tiny frog.
So you track down Westbrook, who is currently like looking at the boulders, that big round section of boulders.
So Westbrook.
Yeah, can I help you? What's up?
I had a idea for a small project that I'd like your help with. It's taking this, and he's just gonna set the barrel in the ground, like keep a hand on it, and converting it into essentially like a backpack. Our grung needs a constant source of water, otherwise he starts to dry out. And I figure it'd be easiest for me to carry him in said barrel, but we don't have anything of this fashion yet.
Give me a moment. And you see he's standing behind. Just gonna move these as he gestures to the boulders in front of him. Which Nala, those boulders are like twice his size. He's a very tiny human.
Okay.
And he says he's gonna move them out of the way real quick.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
No, just is like curious. He's not like mad or is it? Just, did you need some help?
Oh no, not at all. As he holds up his hand, and you see this strange gauntlet on it.
Oh god, I love it already.
Wait, what gauntlet?
Visual aids.
Visual aids.
Right.
Which
that's so cool.
you watch as he takes his other hand to it, and he twists like a ring, like this ring on the finger, and you watch as it glows blue up around the edges, and he grips one of these boulders and he just lifts it up with one hand, and he sets it over to the side, and he starts moving these. What you would assume you still need to pick these up with two hands yourself. You could throw them, but they're a hefty boulder.
God damn.
Wow.
God
That
damn.
is a splendid gadget you have there. Might I ask, did you make it yourself?
I did, my own design. A bit of a prototype, though. 3 times my carry weight for 5 minutes right now. But I think I can push that further.
A prototype, does that mean that there's still issues with it?
It's a bit... I can only really use it for very short periods of time before breaking it. But it works.
Alright. Out of curiosity, in order to continue a conversation about this item, would I have to make intelligence checks to know what I'm talking about?
Do you think you would have to?
I wanted to ask, like, some fairly simple questions, I guess they are.
Sure.
And I've got a flat 10 in intelligence, so it means I'm not, like, stupid by any means. I'm commoner level, I guess. I guess I was just gonna ask, does that mean it's affixated to only him? Like, it's only based off his strength output? Like, if a bigger guy like me put it on, would it still do the same effect? Or would it need to be... he struggles for the word calibrated to him.
it is fitted to me, but with given enough time and resource, I'd have to make a whole new one just if you wanted one, and I'd also have to teach you how to use it. And the other issue is I can't sell this particular kind of item outside of my guild.
Why not?
It's the rules of the guild.
Vinny and Lexi, you guys good?
So
Yes.
the only way to acquire something like that was if I was part of their guild.
Possibly, you don't fully know, but he said he can't sell it outside of his guild.
No, kind of scratches his head and is, well, if you can't sell it, what about gifting or teaching the way to make it? Is that allowed?
You want me to teach my trade secrets? I plan on making quite a bit of money with this through the guild, but
No. I wouldn't. You wouldn't have to trade your secrets. I was more meaning you have a hard rule for not selling it outside of the guild, but there are ways around this. If, for example, gifting to a family member. That is, they are not part of your rule, but you are not selling the item.
this is true. But I simply won't just gift it to you, and I don't have any needs right now that require enough this as a reward per se. Maybe sometime in the future.
Hi. Another day, perhaps.
I'll be right back. I gotta run and get a drink.
Okay.
So, since Van is gone now, that is the introduction to a class that me and him found a while back.
Ooh,
Awesome.
okay.
Kai, I want it.
I know, I can
I
hear
want
it. Trust me, there are much cooler things that class could produce.
Which is amazing, but I'm a barbarian that deals with strength-based things. I want it.
Oh yeah, I turned him into an engineer last night because I thought it would be cool.
Is Mob Psycho
Yeah.
season 3 out? Let's go.
I can't wait for Endgame where we suddenly get a Zeppelin.
Zeppelins.
Oh, stop.
Uh,
No.
Anyways, yes, another
That's not
day
where I
then.
wanted to go.
Uh,
I wanted to go.
in reference to the project I had in mind.
Yes, it's more woodwork than anything, but I'm semi-skilled in that too. Yeah, I could throw that together.
You guys saying
Give
some
me-
sus things.
Give me a few hours and 5 silver?
I don't have anybody that's near me that has ever been a merchant, so I don't know the pricing on how well things are. The only things I've ever sold, I guess, in bulk were fish.
Fish.
Which
Which you sold fish in the copper range.
Yeah, so I don't have a means for saying if that's not worth it or not. You said 5 silver.
Mm-hmm. Add 5 silver to his inventory.
Actually, I've got an idea. I've got a question / idea.
Mm-hmm.
And I was gonna. What if I were to alter it slightly?
The barrel?
The request.
Oh, what do you need?
Well, we acquired a material the other day, and whilst I personally don't have a use for it, I'm wondering if we can outfit the barrel with it. Perhaps it's not just a basic wooden barrel, could withstand a bit more damage before bursting. If I was to provide said material, could we knock it down to 4 silver?
What material is it?
I want to pull out the jaggy hide that I have.
I mean, I could use that in place of leather, but sure, 4 silver. It won't cause it to be any more durable. It's really the durability of the wood.
Okay, so out of curiosity, would this still get the Jaggy Hide's benefit?
It's not armor, so no. It's a backpack.
What if
I
it's
mean, when the
only
grung's
4?
inside of it, it acts as a.
It is not armor.
All right. Yeah, I have no reason to have the hide anyways, and no one's asked me about my spoils, so I will give up. I think I only have the one hide, so yeah, I'll just give up the one hide to lower the price.
All right. So yeah, he'll do it for 4 silver. Well, he is getting rich off of you guys.
He'd be like, fuck
All
yeah,
right.
I want to stay here.
And then I
So-
guess I'll go get Kai because we'll need him to test how durable it is, I guess.
Yeah. So to go through the rest of the day, the hunting party comes back with a large deer. Seems like a pretty normal deer, actually, compared to the deer that you're from the old world. And some smaller rabbits and a boar, it seems. And another hole is dug in the ground, and the boar is roasted underground. The deer starts getting carved up. And makeshift tables are set up. Basically, any table that was on the boat got pulled off and brought over here. As basically everyone's preparing for a large feast. This will be the first time in 3 months that most of these people have had fresh meat. And Wavelia's missing it all.
Poor thing.
Do we get the barrel done today?
Yes, the barrel is done at the end of the day. It is a barrel, and then on one side there is a large set of planks that got nailed into it. So it's a barrel, a big square piece of wood, and then a cushion was basically made from the hide and stuffed with like dried grass, and then 2 hide straps. And you now have a large barrel pack.
Large barrel pack, I'm putting it on me.
It can hold 1 grung.
Now, if we ever get another frog, that's gonna be that's a different problem.
You just have 2
Alright.
backpacks, one in the front, one in the back.
I'm just picturing Kai in one of those, like, you know, it's
The
like
baby harness?
the front,
Yeah,
the
the
baby harness at the front of the chest. And
Yes.
it's just Kai,
I
like,
just have a baby harness and just the bow is, and just I have the bow at the ready the whole time. Just I'm very,
No. If
I'm very
anything,
angry baby.
we get almost like an animal trough and put it on wheels and fill it with water. So then there can be 2 grungs in there as a worst case. Just make like a
yeah,
pram.
it's just very long,
Just a very long pram. So
Um. So, as this day starts to come to a close, we get to the end of the day and the feast really begins. People start to mingle with each other. People seem very excited. The happiness is just through the roof right now. People get up and start dancing as a few of the crew bring out instruments. The bards want to join in and playing any music they can.
I will do that.
A large bonfire is lit, and then we could do anybody if anybody has any interest in role playing right now. I know there was someone that wanted to talk to anyone else from the Feywild.
Yes, I do want to do that. Ninja and visual aids.
Brandor will actually start doing one of his bar performances since it has been a while.
This is entirely accurate.
So he's gonna actually hold his violin in his hands and start playing some shit because he hasn't had time to rock at any point. He has an audience.
In that case, can Morgiana put on her costume and dance to the music and also do a performance?
Yes, you disappear into the woods with your costume, and come back wearing less than you left with.
I don't actually remember if I have it saved.
Randall would like to make a
It's a belly
perception
dancer
check.
outfit.
I know, but I'm like, oh, I don't think I have the belly dancer outfit.
Does Randor notice this?
Yes.
Good.
I believe the entire point was everyone notices this.
Okay.
Yes.
Randor's eyes go wide. One of them falls out. Oh no.
Oh no. Wait. I don't have eyeballs. Wait.
So, various performances start. Nala, people that you know are from the Feywild. You know Kai had some kind of business in the Feywild at some point? Or had at least been there? You know Randor's from the Feywild. You know
Randor's
that
already
Frey
I'm
is from
sorry.
the Feywild. Because Frey's a rabbit folk. You know Niren's from the Feywild.
Okay, so I'm gonna
You
probably
know Zahar's from the Feywild.
I'm probably gonna go down the list. I was already dealing with Kai because of the barrel, so I guess I'll turn to him and ask him about it first. So Kai, I did have a question. Now that we have a minute.
Shoot.
The other day on the boats, I'm sure you're aware that Fox was speaking some wild tales about me having the same name as some sort of hero from the Feywilds. Does this ring any bells to you?
I guess that would be history.
Yeah, history. And how much time did you spend in the Feywild?
I've been at the Kyodai for about 6 years, and I've been in and out dealing various stuff. So 2-3 years maybe.
So you just straight history roll.
Gotcha. Do I have? Yes, I do.
Also, Wayne, if you look in visual aids, that's the costume she's wearing.
10. Dang.
You recall?
Okay, Princess Leia.
The fox is raving about, from what you remember, a fairy tale that you heard in passing, but you don't know much more about it.
I wish I could tell you more, friends, but I'm not the most expertise in that department. I know a bit about the fairy tale of them, but little more than that. I apologize.
I see. Well, thank you for trying. It's just been on my mind since it was spoken about. I guess I'll ask the others. Maybe they'll know.
Yes, from what I know, Niren is from the Feywild, so maybe
Nala,
going to talk to them is a good idea.
When you look up, you'll look around and you'll see at a longer table, like the tables have all been kind of like pushed together, so it's a big like communal thing. You see Frey, and then immediately on both sides of Frey are Tallulah and another colonist you don't recognize, and they seem to be both like trying to get his attention at the same time.
God damn it.
What about Frey over there? Did they spend any time in the Feywilds? Do you know?
I've not talked to them much. And I wish I had a bit more time to. They're at least a brave enough warrior to not be a waste of time.
Wonderful. If you wish to talk more, and he's gonna just like raise his voice to like shout across the tables, not like wanting to get up. Is Frey, could you come here for a moment? I had a word to speak with you, as did the Grung.
Frey, it's a weird, right? Like his ears are normally like very floppy and they like stay like low. His ears kind of like go straight outward. He was not expecting to be yelled at. He is surprised. He like turns around. Is Nala like just still sitting?
Yeah, Nala's just sitting like straight up right next to the Grung. He's got like an arm around this barrel next to him, and it's just like gesturing like for you to like waving his hand, just waving you to come over.
I feel like Frey like takes a second to look around and he sees you waving. He's like, "Ah, I see." And he's gonna like look over to Tallulah and Julie, and he's like, I I apologize. I must go speak to my companions. And he's gonna get up and rush away.
Beautiful.
So as Frey gets up, he leaves that empty gap between both of them, which they both follow him as he leaves before they lock eyes with each other temporarily.
Bruh.
And then we see like the little lightning thing pop up.
As you get closer, Null will gesture to like the stone that he's like sitting on because he's special. He just doesn't sit on chairs. He kind of crushes them because he's so big.
I see.
He's a chair crusher, is he?
I had a question. The other day, I don't know if you are aware, but there was this fox man on the boat. He was speaking these wild tales about how I had the same name as a character from the Feywilds. I wasn't sure if you'd spent time there at all?
Yes, I've spent a decent amount of time there.
Wonderful. Does the story that he spoke of ring any bells with you? It's been plaguing my mind.
So, Van. Since
roll
I've
me.
spent... Yeah.
You roll me at advantage +2.
Okay, so if I just roll at advantage, can I add +2 to the roll?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can.
And that's history?
Yes.
That's 23.
Your grandmother
number.
would definitely. Your grandmother would tell you this fairy tale all the time.
Okay.
In fact, it's a fairy tale that's pretty long, so it took her a very long time to get through this air quote fairy tale. It was more like a continual story every night.
Shahrazad's A Thousand Tales. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you do recognize it, and it starts to make sense in your head. And at the same time, Julia pops up behind you, from behind Frey.
I see.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I also studied the. Hi, I'm Julia. I studied the Feywild, and that the story you're talking about is one of my favorites in particular. If you want to go first, though, Frey.
Well.
Frey.
Yes.
You can either let me explain it and then you explain it, or I can explain it through Julia.
He'd probably he'd think about it. He'd sit there thinking. He's like, I remember the story, but it's been so long since I've heard it. So he'd probably look to her and be like, well, while I do know the story, it's been quite a long time since I've heard it. So if you're confident in telling it, be my guest.
Wonderful, Mistress Julia. Please, regale us with this tale.
This is the story of the Relentless Hunters. About... Let's see here, I'll preface it with this. Whenever a story comes from the Feywild, it's hard to tell whether it actually occurred or if it is just that, a fairy tale. This one is still one of the more argued ones in the Feywild. From what people can put together, it occurred over somewhere in the range of 300 years ago. Varden. I assume you know him. The god of the hunt, god of the wilderness and such, nature. Am I correct? You are familiar with him?
Yes. As I vaguely know things.
Yeah, you Okay, you as a fisher slash hunter know Varden. Like, on Varden days, which you pull in twice as much fish.
Yes.
But at the same time, there's more fishing boats out because there's bigger fish in the water that could eat a human.
Oh, you mean like the one that almost ate me? Got it.
Yeah, that happened on a Varden.
Makes sense. Nala basically just nods along.
So he is the god of hunters, god of wilderness animals, and so on. Varden summoned a group of hunters to the Feywild. There he issued them a challenge. A great beast that slumbered under the ground would soon awake, and Varden needed it hunted and dealt with. But not all from the group of hunters would have the talent to do so. So their first challenge was to hunt him. And so they did. Many of the hunters formed groups. Some were foolish enough to enter the woods on their own. They were quickly consumed by the wilderness. The hunt lasted for 3 months, before there was just but one group remaining. They tracked, ambushed, and wounded the Avatar of Varden. The hunt ended there. He was pleased with the group. He praised them, praised the hunters for their relentless pursuit, before giving each of them a blessing of power. From there, they set out on their real mission, to hunt down this slumbering beast, before it had time to awake and destroy the plains. The one you are named after, the Nala Lone Hunter, was one of this group. There was also a gnomish woman by the name of Havash, who rode on the back of a armored white wolf named Scarbazel, or Scarsbale. A human cleric named Carnith Palicant. An elven woman named Sindel Trushot. And a lizard man by the name of Viandi.
Wait, what?
Wait, huh?
What?
Hold on a minute.
Rendor's
Gnomish woman, and then I got very distracted.
Rendor's playing stops.
The group left the Black Leaf Forest and began the journey that would take them to every corner of the Feywild. There were many chapters in the adventures of the Relentless Hunters, as they came to call themselves, but I don't think we really have time for me to go through all of them. But there are such chapters in their stories as traveling to the Great Emerald City to speak with King Oberon, gaining passage through the kingdom of the Briars and the subsequent rescue of Queen Lavandra Lice. I don't know how to pronounce Frey's last name.
Elise.
So, Elise is his last name? There's no A in it on your character sheet.
Elise.
Oh, Elise. Lavandra Elise. Which, Frey, you would know that to be your great grandmother.
Bracelets.
Great.
Bracelets.
Traversing the Lake of Dreams to seek out Razorcorp, the green dragon known as the Whispering Worm, sneaking into Nakshur to rescue Viandi, the bloody march through the Blackthorn Grove, the journey to the Isles of Dread, and deep into the underwilds, where they found the slumbering beast.
I'm letting you know right now, fucking Van. I'm gonna have to go back to the VOD to fucking list all this shit, and some of this just got more and more terrifying as you spoke.
Yeah, no, man said Viandi.
I have some names down in my notes. I don't know if they're all.
I got some questions.
After 3 years, the Relentless Hunters were arrived at the ancient chambers of the now rousing beast. They did battle with it. And I'm sorry that this story does not have a happy ending. Even though their power had grown greatly, the beast was still stronger. In the end, the decision was made to collapse the massive chamber and bury the beast and themselves for the rest of eternity.
Fucking what?
But, as I said, it's greatly debated whether this is a true event or not. The Fae do live for a long time, but none of them are truly trustworthy. You'd have to. I mean, you could speak to King Oberon to find out its truthfulness, but I doubt you'd be able to get a audience. Even then, he's a bit of a trickster himself, from what I've read.
I see.
What if we bring him beyond his head?
I have a meta question. Would I have interacted with Oberon at all?
You know your father would have, and
Okay.
probably his predecessors. Another thing you recognize from you recognize a lot from the end of that fairy tale. The Lake of Dreams and the green dragon known as the Whispering Worm. Very dangerous creature and has a lot of knowledge.
What's the dragon's name again?
Here, I will put it into roll 20.
Okay.
Razkuroth, the green dragon known as the Whispering Worm. The phrase sneaking into Nectar to rescue Vianney. You know Nectar is the goblin kingdom of the Feywild.
I
Oh, yeah, I forgot there are goblins there.
You recognize the Blackthorn Grove as another fairy tale? Another very spooky fairy tale at that.
I just realized that. I just realized that was said.
I see. Okay.
The Isle of Dread are a myth. It's very much like the Bermuda Triangle. There is assumably an island where people say it is, but no one's ever gone there. And the Underwilds, you would assume, is just the underground of the Feywild.
I'm gonna go through this fucking bot again to get all this information.
I'm writing it all down right now.
I've been writing as much as I can, don't get me wrong. I can only keep up with so fast.
Thank God I record this, because I...
I'll see if I here.
I feel like all the names I wrote down were spelled incorrectly, but I tried my best.
I think I can paste this. I think I can take this section and doesn't have any spoilers in it. I'll just double check.
Did you write everything in a Google Docs and print it?
That's what I do with most of my things.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
But the printer I use is currently out of toner.
I see.
So this is in a Google Doc that I can paste from. There's that where most of the stuff went down. And let me go get the names of all those people for you guys.
Yeah.
I'll put those in between. So you are told the tale of the Relentless Hunters.
By the end of this, I'm just Nala is just like almost like stunned, as he's just like it's hard to comprehend for him. Can you guys hear me?
You seem confused, my friend. Do I need to tell you again? Did you miss anything?
Hello?
We can hear you, Austin.
Okay, my
Can you not hear us?
My thing got stuck.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We heard you.
Nala kind of shakes his head and is, no, it's. I may wish to hear more of these stories you claim throughout our days, but I understand what you've said so far. It's just to be told that I bear the name so closely resemblance to this fictional or possibly not fictional hero, and then many travels is it's rather astounding. These strange. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you said that Vanandi as well.
Yes. Hold on. It's from the descriptions of the original printing that I've been able to find. A black-scaled lizard man by the name Viandi.
At this point, Nala kind of wants to like turn towards our Vanandi.
Wait, do we even know Vanandi's name? Because I don't think he said much.
You know, I have many above game questions. Like, if they're sealed away, how is this motherfucker here?
Like, I don't even know if I don't know if Nala knows what Vanandi's name is. All I know is I believe I know the name, and if I don't, I'm still looking at the only like Dragonborn guy I know nearby.
Fiery, there's a feast happening right now. Are you going to tell me you're off sitting in the woods, or are you eating at the feast?
You raise a good point.
Like
Fiery goes.
In my headcanon, Viandi is currently standing by where they buried that hog to roast it, waiting for them to dig it up.
Take
it out of the ground.
He didn't dig it up himself.
Oh no!
Assumably he would wait till it's
just the moment they're like, "Oh yes, it's finally right."
Yeah,
God,
no. Even if I don't know Fiery's name, I just look like this. This has been too many coincidences that like I have the name of somebody, and then our friend matches the description of somebody, even if I don't. I believe Vanandi's told us his name, but if he hasn't, he still matches the description as I kind of just like look towards him. I see. This is a very peculiar tale. You said that only a King Oberon would truly know?
I mean, you can trust him just about as much as you can any Fae. He's just the more public figure. I don't see him gaining anything from lying about it. And in the tale, they do go to meet with him about various topics and such about their mission to see if they can gather aid in finding where the beast slept. But that is all buried history at this point. The Fae don't like to keep public records.
I see. Either way, I thank you for all this knowledge. It's surprising that you said that you know this tale. Does this mean that you're from the Feywild yourselves?
Oh, no. I study the Feywild.
And yet they don't like to keep history? You must have been all around the world then.
History and public records are very different things. There are records that have come through the portal and such that fetch a pretty penny, a pretty copper piece. that you can get your hands on. They can't control the flow of all information, and most information isn't kept on paper. This story spread through word of mouth, as all fairy tales do. And in that time, I don't doubt that it hasn't changed from its original form.
Of course. You said this beast they went to slay. Did it have a name? I can't recall.
From what I can tell, its name was either lost, because in all records I can find, it is referred to as the Beast.
Out of curiosity, does Nala know what I guess a Tarask is? That's a common enough ancient monster from fairy tales. That the Tarask will destroy the world type deal.
That's a world building thing for me, and it's like, do I make the Tarask common knowledge? How often is that shown up to actually be common knowledge?
Is it still asleep?
No, the Tarask
Is it awake?
A Tarask is not common knowledge because it's probably never made an appearance in this world.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
That you know of.
Above game. Van. Brandor, maybe.
You have like 9 years of memory.
Well, yeah, but I was asking above game.
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe you do. It depends if it's a. You still don't know from what time period you're from.
Look, Destruction Temple, Taraz.
Okay. That's fine. And just I see. Well, hopefully some other records. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll be able to meet this King Oberon myself. I could ask him then. As Nala kind of tries to brush it off. He's definitely shaken to any of the party members that have been around him for a little while would recognize that he only brushes things off when he's concerned about something. Otherwise, he just always smiles. And this is definitely something that's going to be haunting his mind for a while.
All right. Any other roleplay opportunities anyone wants to take?
I did need to talk to Frey, was it?
Mm-hmm.
As he looks to the rabbit.
Frey turns and looks at Kai. Yes. Is there something I can help you with?
Less help and more. I just want to show my respect. You, throughout the battles that we've had to fight these last few days, you're definitely one of the bravest ones I've seen in a long time. The whole lot of you are, but I can't say that even I would walk straight at a beast the size of a rhino that made entirely out of ivory, and then stab it.
Frey flashbacks to him being on top of it without a thought. He's like, yes, I thought it would have been a good idea to get out of its range.
Which you technically did. Technically. But I just want you to know you have my respect as a warrior. Here. As Kai pulls out a dagger and flips it in his hand and hands it to you. The common grung tradition is to give a partner that you've just had a successful hunt with something to remember you by in case they ever need assistance themselves. Consider this that gift.
Frey's gonna take the dagger and he's gonna look it over. Is there anything special about it? Is there just a dagger?
It's definitely much more primitive than many daggers you've seen. And its metal has been painted with various stripes of red.
Okay. He'll look it over. He'll look it over and he'll look back up at you and smile and I really appreciate that. I was trying my best to make sure no one got too hurt. He kind of like gives a sigh and he's like, well, that didn't really go to plan, but we still got out fine.
Quite. Just a burn or two isn't nothing bad on me either.
He kind of smiles. Well,
Let's just. I'll just say it like this: you need assistance. This Grung's arrow is at your side.
Frey will pocket the dagger, or I guess put it in like a pack or something, and he'll nod and if you ever need anything as well, just come to me. I'll do what I can to help.
Worry about your own damn self. Besides, you have two people that are begging for your attention right now.
Frey sweats. Anytime he thinks back to them, he just starts sweating. He's like, he's like, I enjoy both their company, but
I imagine, like, psychically, they just hear the words "I love" and then the stop, and then just continuing with that conversation.
Oh,
they don't hear
boy.
anything else. They just hear "I love," and like both words are just peaked.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say that out loud. It's more just like, I like them both, but damn. You know? He's like, yes, it is, they're both nice people, and...
Can I incite that?
He kind of, he's just sweating.
And Nick.
Randor
And am I allowed
vibrating
to
while
incite
playing.
that?
Yeah, you can insight.
Woo!
Does Kai learn anything deeper?
So, really what this is Frey... It is very obvious that those two are fighting over Frey. Frey is really not, like... He's never really had to deal with two people fighting over him. And it's very obvious that he doesn't know how to handle it. So, it's not that he doesn't like their company. He actually really enjoys their company. He just doesn't know how to handle the situation.
I like Randor's
Frey is
interpretation
not
better.
Gay. Frey is not.
That's
well, he's
Rand-
not just gay.
The frog gives you a smirk. I got you. Don't worry, Niren's the exact same way. Well, somewhat.
Wait, what do you mean about this?
Cut to Niren, like, distracted by, like, a piece of, like, sea glass as a wave comes in, just completely soaks Niren and pulls him partly out into the water.
Actually, I had something for this. I was getting ready to
all right.
intrude. So I actually have a personality trait that goes well with this, and I wanted to incorporate it. And Grung would know this very well. Niren is very clear on what is and is not food to him. So he's going to swoop in and be like, Grung!
What?
They buried a whole beast!
Oh my god.
Yes, I know.
And he just kind of looked concerned. He'd be like, but why?
That they're using that to cook it. They're cooking it like that.
And he'd just kind of look mortified. He'd be like, but won't it taste like the earth? I'd rather lick the floor.
Fuck.
The crook would just sigh, put on the mitten, just pat the owl's head. Don't worry about it, friend. It'll taste fine.
And he'd just kind of sigh, and his feathers would kind of droop down a little bit, and he'd be like, I'll try it. I told you I'd try anything.
That's concerning.
Can I ask how tall the owl is?
Oh
the
yeah,
owl had to, like, crouch down to get head patted.
Yeah,
by the frog.
he is the owl is 6'5".
I'm sorry?
The owl is 6'5".
Excuse me, the fuck? What now?
Oh yeah. The owl is closer to my height than like basically anybody else here.
No, I wasn't told that Randor was fucking shorter than this fucking massive owl.
I thought this owl was gonna be like 5'4", and
Bruh.
That
No,
moment,
tall, lanky
tall
bird.
and gangly. He's tall.
that
and
moment when
gangly.
your best companion is literally double the size of you.
Yeah.
you're really what
no.
the fuck?
Big motherfucker, Jesus.
That's
Whole ass
alright.
unit over here.
That's alright. Nala can still give head pats to the owl and it not affect anything.
Wait, how tall is Nala? Wait a minute.
Oh, Nala's a giant born? He's
Like 8
7'9".
Okay.
I knew Nala was big.
Nala
We have a
towers
bunch of
over
tall
like
boys.
there's only
like,
one
wait, what?
person. There's only one person
Okay.
that has been anywhere near Nala's height, and that's the captain of the ship, who's a full-blooded ogre.
Okay, so I knew Nala was gonna be tall. I didn't realize he was gonna be
Right,
fucking
yeah.
7 feet
Fucking
tall. All right.
Niren. So.
Jesus.
But Niren would just kind of sigh, and then he'd like switch his gaze to Frey, and he'd be like, "I see you've gotten a lot of attention today."
Frey continues to sweat. He's like, yes.
Ray, help.
Help. No.
And he'd
Uh,
laugh, and he'd be like, "Do you actually need help, my friend?"
No.
You just see the grung shaking his head. Don't.
I enjoy their company. It's
And he'd be like, "What do you think I meant by that?" And he'd laugh. He'd be like, "I mean, I could take the one that you did," and he's like thinking really hard. He'd be like, "I could take the one that you did not start this journey with, and try to steal her away in conversation, so you may have your person."
No, this isn't. Oh no. Frey's like, oh no, they're thinking it's romantic. He's like, oh no. It's nothing like that. I'm not sure why, but they both want my attention at the same time, and
I've encountered this many a times. You see,
Nala is very loud.
when you
No.
this happens very frequently. When you catch a very big fish, the two other hunters are very interested in sharing the meat and/or gazing on the size of it.
This is the most. That is the most innuendo you could have gone with that whole thing.
What, he
Frey's
means
bright
like,
red, he is
measuring the
unhappy?
fish? You know, you know how
Yeah.
he holds up the middle fish, and you always have your two buddies on the side that are just really want to be in the picture with you. They held up on the other sides. He knows this is just best friends. They just really want to be around you to help you hold your fish.
And Niren would be like, "Well, did you not agree to marry the small one?"
Oh no!
Marriage?
Oh no! Oh
What do you
no,
mean?
No,
And
no,
he'd
no,
look at him, and he'd be like, Frey's a boy, right?
Yes.
But is Niren able to tell that Frey is a boy?
You're right. He does have long hair.
This is devolving into
Roll
pure
perception.
chaos, and this is
I don't know.
exactly what
That'd be
D&D
really funny.
is.
And Niren would look at him, and he'd be like, "You gave the small one a ring, did you not?"
Yes, but it wasn't for marriage. That's absolutely not what that was for.
And he'd laugh. He'd be like, "Oh, well, I've been listening to too many of the rumors."
I'm sorry, what?
Oh no! Oh no!
Just the
Alright, I'm
immediate
back.
panic of like, what?
Frey's having the worst time. Oh no.
I just imagine like that there's just like one segment where most of the party is right now. Just like all 7 of us are very close to each other. And so it's just like everybody's just listening to this go on.
At around this moment, Frey is pulled out of frame by Tallulah, pulling him over to the where like all the instruments are being played. Like, I don't mean to interrupt, but he's gonna dance with me.
Frey's
Bye,
like, what?
small one. Bye, Frey.
Okay.
Frey says what, and it like trails off as he's pulled away. He's like, what?
No, it's because remember to have them help you with your fish.
Randor hears that and fucking cracks up while playing.
Why is the big man talking about fish?
Noel just kind of like folds his arm and nods. Yes, you'll understand one day.
Randor's face turns into Skeletor's, but it's just a spitting out water.
And as Morgiana appears, fucking Niren's gonna get this goofy ass smile on his face. He'd be like, "Your dancing is nice, yes."
Thank you. I had a question for you, Kai.
Disappointed owl noises.
Oh,
damn!
Just wait. Morgiana is slightly. We'll say she's like a bit ditzy at this point. She crouches down to try and be eye level with Kai, giving a near panty shot if she were wearing panties, and just goes, "So did you raise Niren? Considering that they come to you about food."
No, I just took them in after they got out the Feywilds. They're my partner. Business partner, I mean.
I like that there's a pause in between those sentences. Like, Kai realizes what he says and then goes, "Wait."
Oh, Randall's trying to do perception. What are you trying to percept?
Are you detecting the lack of? Is that what you're attempting to do?
Is that what the perception check was for?
I mean,
is that what you're attempting to do?
If you looked at the visual aids in the Discord, you would clearly see that she can't really wear any.
I mean, technically.
All I could see from behind Morgiana is when she crouched down, like his face went red, and he tried to be a gentleman and avert his gaze.
Do you know the meme where the guy has like the laser eyes?
Like a group
That's
of like
Randor right now.
There's like a group of like 6 crewmen that are like 30 feet away that are all just staring.
Kai would like, or not Kai, sorry. Niren would kind of like spread out his wings a little and stand with his back towards Morgiana and stare down the crew member.
They are not pleased with you. Yeah, you can roll performance. I'll give you advantage because of how you grew up. You probably would have received lessons.
Alright, I'm just gonna send it to you specifically because I want it. If it's really bad, I want it to like be a surprise.
So
no, but in saying that too, if Nala were to look down, Nala would get a very good view.
So what you learned to dance to very classical music that had a very predictable and rhythm to it and such. This is folk music, and thus the rhythm is a lot harder for you to follow. Tallulah seems very good at it, though, and it takes you a bit to get into the swing of it.
Okay.
Did you need something else from me?
No,
Or are you just curious about the owl?
It's curious.
Besides, he's much older than me anyway.
I want to do something, but then it's like probably not great to try and do. But she goes, "Okay, well, enjoy the night." She gets up very quickly to spin around to go back to dancing. There probably would have been a flash of a few things in that process.
There was a round of applause from the surrounding crewmen.
I will direct the party to visual aids.
If you spun to like completely around, you would also bump into Niren's back.
Oh.
And he'd turn around and he'd be like, "Oh, sorry."
I didn't realize that he'd come up behind me.
Put it in quotes. Put it in quotes now.
and he'd kind of turn around because he had his back to you, and he'd like fold his wings back in. He'd be like, "Oh, and he'd kind of blush a little bit, and he'd be like, "There was a crowd?
Oh.
Nirin, you just see
Can-
you just see over her shoulder. You just see a small thumbs up. Just like you got this, buddy.
I'm gonna cast message Nirin.
What?
And while playing, Randor is gonna message Nirin. The view is the point. Move, damn it, move!
Nirin would shoot like a glare towards Randor's direction, and
Randor will cough and look away.
and he'd just kind of smile and he'd be like, "You're going to perform more, yes?"
Yes.
And he'd kind of walk with her back over to where she was dancing at.
I will let you guys know in visual aids. This is Nala to like anybody, by the way. This is what Nala meant.
Oh,
I'm trying. I'm trying not to look at visual aids because I'm just laughing at the fact of.
That's
Oh, Wayne put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I'm gonna show this
the first time I ever saw that image was just a still image, and it had Linkin Park crawling in my skin playing in the background, and it just zooms in on the face.
This is D&D. This is what D&D really is, just pure unadulterated chaos.
When the bard takes her to the bedroom, but then he realizes she has a
Hey.
Moving on.
This would be like a beach episode of an anime where it's just everything is just chaotic.
Yeah.
No. We haven't gotten to pure chaos yet. We'll get to the beach episode eventually.
See,
this is the pre-beach episode.
See, Randor has to joke and make
That's
fun.
one night episode.
Randor has to joke and make fun when he can because he can't get shit.
Oy vey.
At this point, Morgiana has gone back to dancing again.
Hey, Van.
Huh?
Where's that guy that was like really interested in monster parts?
Leon? About 10 feet, about 20 feet behind Morgiana.
This is the landed fucking sesame chicken.
I would like to bring Kai with me, if he doesn't mind, because I want to show him this as well and get his. He's like a shop guy. I assume he's seen a lot of things. I kind of want to get his like experience and knowledge on it.
Fine.
So I'll bring him over. And Leon, I had a question. I was wondering if you'd seen anything similar to this object.
He looks back and forth between you two and Morgiana dancing.
I want to pull out my lore. I got this off of a Grand Beast of months back, and it's a curious thing. Have you ever seen anything like that?
It looks like a giant lure from a what the fuck is the name of the fish?
The sharktopus?
No, the actual real world
Angler.
fish.
Oh, anglerfish.
Yeah, it looks like a giant lure off an anglerfish. Did you get that?
And I will describe the sharktopus to him.
Oh, that's messed up. That doesn't occur in nature, my friend. Good job on killing that.
Yeah, you know the weirdest thing is that I got this months ago, and it could still do this. And since I charged, I haven't used it since the last time. I'm just gonna like use its charge feature for the lure feature.
Okay. Yeah, it lights up.
Also, it's just clicked to me now. Where is Nirin?
Oh,
like Nirin's token.
Oh, oh god. Did I? Oh yeah, I accidentally deleted it last session. Where did he go?
I can put it back.
Nirin does not exist anymore.
So apparently COVID has made it to where I can't taste sesame chicken anymore. And I am very upset.
Do you have COVID?
No, I had COVID, and I don't know. Maybe I have a cold or something. I don't know. I just can't taste the sesame chicken. I'm very sad. Trust me, I'd know if I'd had COVID.
Dang it.
COVID feels
Fiery.
terrible.
No, let's see if one guild guy was. So yeah, he's impressed by the lure.
I'll also explain that upon defeating that monster, I got approached by a very mysterious man. I was wondering if he'd ever gotten the same when he killed any monsters.
Do you describe the man?
I described
Any
the
more
Echo
than
Man.
Kai. The description of this mysterious man that approached Nala is very familiar to you.
I'll have to keep that in mind for later.
And Leon will go, nope, don't. That's really weird. Never encountered anyone like that. Sure it wasn't your imagination toward the end of that whole ordeal?
I mean, he slipped into a very weird, portally-like door and then disappeared, and I would like to say
I think
no.
you were hallucinating, my friend.
But at the same time, I had the flyer for the ship.
And did you say Lee?
Yes, his name is Leon.
Leon! I'm sorry.
You're not allowed to do it.
Maybe you had a lapse in memory and your brain just came up with a reason for you having the flyer. They said have thousands, hundreds of thousands of those things across the continent.
Insight.
Nala was like, oh, well, pretty sure that wasn't the case, but I did just get a very big whacking from that monster, so maybe.
Good on you, friend. We would love to have you within the monster hunt, or within Tooth and Claw, but you'd have to leave Nature's Defenders, Nature's Wardens.
I was like, I've got a question for you.
Yes.
Can you be part of more than one guild?
No, it's we all the guilds require your full attention. The closest thing you can do is be like Westbrook over there. He's a member of the Merchants Guild, but is contracted through the Monster Hunter Guild, through Tooth and Claw, doing work for both.
Does that mean I could potentially accept contracts through you as well, even though I'm part of Nature's Wardens?
This is more difficult, because occasionally we do have conflicting ideals and concepts, but that is something you'd have to speak with your uppers about.
I see. Okay. And Nala's like perfectly content with that answer.
Alright. As we continue the rest of the night, Morgiana, Leon approaches you and begins to become very flirty. And I'll leave it at that, and it can go whatever way it wants to go. Nala, do you approach Viandi at any point?
Yes. And he's not staring down food, and potentially is going to strike me for getting near it. Like near the end of the meal when he's only got like bones left, I'll approach him and, friend, may I borrow a moment?
He's licking his claws clean, paying you no attention.
I'll just grab out like a random fish and like toss it towards him to try and get his attention. So
He looks insulted.
Nala's entire thing is fish, and I got your attention. Do you have a moment?
He looks confused because normally people just say what they're thinking.
You speak, correct?
To those I deem worthy of speaking to.
Wonderful. You deem me worthy. Now, I came across information recently. Have you ever been to the Feywilds?
What's that?
God fucking oh.
Magic portal, different beasts, lots of fairies that lie.
It's the intelligence score of me.
He scratches his head and then says in Abyssal, "Have I ever been there?"
You get a response. Not that I know of, but I haven't been with you. I may have access to all your memories, but I don't see anything in here about the Feywild. You have that time where you blacked out for a bit.
Sorry, friend, what was that? As I don't understand Abyssal.
That was the point. He'll reply to you in common. I have no idea.
A shame. Supposedly, someone bearing your name was in the Feywilds, a very big hero, slayer of monsters, and I was hoping you might have more information.
Your explanation is not useful to the lizard that has killed lots of things and considers himself a hero of his village.
Supposedly, he needed rescuing too, and it was odd.
He gets half off on all traits.
I set that up so well.
You mean Nala's getting half sentences from you, and he doesn't know your past, so.
When two dumb characters roleplay. Damn it.
Someone's yelling.
Nala nods and. What village were you part of? Perhaps if it's not you, an ancestor of yours, beared your same name.
I think Fiery had to get up because someone was yelling at him.
Good RP, guys. Good RP.
I'm trying, but at the same time, I physically can't do much here.
Oh. Oh, Austin. For what it's worth, it was really perfect that both of you are just clueless. Love it.
I don't know if this is Leon respond. Oh.
You know, if this was
okay.
He said.
Wait a minute.
What village are you from? Maybe it's a ancestor that shared the same name. They say this was a event that happened in this place nearly 300 years past.
You're asking the lizard that was bred to fight if he knows the history of his people.
Assumedly, you might know of people very strong in your warriors of your people. People you would have looked up to trained towards being or were constantly compared to.
Hey Van, I have none of this information.
Repeat?
I have no names. Oh, repeat that also.
Yeah.
He's asking if A, where he was from, and B, if
Fire, you know where you're from.
No, it was the next part that I have absolutely no idea about.
If Vinandi knows of any people that bore his same name or were considered great warriors from his place, that he might have been compared to or the like, because
Fire, you would know of great warriors. You can name them whatever you want to name them, and I would say you would know at least who your father is, unless you were raised communally.
I was raised communally.
All right, so you don't know who your parents are, but the big warriors would have been your teachers, so you would at least know them. None of them had your name.
I was going to say they most likely would have had overly simplified names, nicknames.
I love Fiery at
Venandi is Venandi because he is strong.
I love Fiery's character at every turn. I don't know shit. And he keeps slamming that hammer against the wall. It's
A shame. If this person did need help, it would be our duty, if they were still alive, to seek them out. I mean, conquest against the great beasts, like, what do they say? This great worm, and then talking to this King Oberon and seeking help. This party, the Relentless Hunters, it sounds fantastical.
They can't be that great if they needed help fighting a worm.
When I say worm, I mean in the not the literal sense. The worm is more dragon than worm.
Austin, I'm gonna be real with you. This character has about a 7 intelligence. You're using a lot of big words.
I physically can't get across my point any better is the problem.
So Austin, you're basically talking to a shoebox.
Like, you might know something, and I can't tell if you do or not, because your answers, A, are short, and B, when I've quizzed you about anything in your past, you've said no.
The 10 versus 7 intelligence.
Hey, Austin, just to speed this along, ask him about, just things he's fought or weird things he's encountered.
You've mentioned that you're strong and have slain many beasts. You're considered a hero to your own people. What kind of things have you fought? As Nala kind of just sits down for like a long, lengthy discussion.
Before get on boat, zombie tiger.
Zombie tiger? Van?
Oh, that makes sense, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't there like the gnomish woman was riding something?
In the fairy tale, it was a white armored wolf, or a white wolf with heavy armor on it.
Ah, okay. Ah, it's a massive beast. Any other oddities?
I'm sure there would be.
Me reminding Fiery of his backstory.
I'm gonna fucking slam my head into the wall.
No, Van changed part of my backstory to make it easier on him, and I forgot.
I'm gonna fucking ostrich my head into Fiery's door and say, "RP, you motherfucker." God
wait
damn.
until I have a character with a written backstory.
I'm gonna write your backstory. I swear to God.
Some weird dog, dumb portal, head hurt.
Dog? Portal? As like Nala sits forward. Could you explain more?
Weird dog, saw portal, head hurt.
I see. Did this dog go through the portal?
As I scroll up, because I think it did.
Yes.
Yes, it went through the portal.
As Nala's eyes kind of widen a little bit. Very interesting. And where did this happen?
Van, I'm assuming the Black Forest.
Your woods where you hunt. Wherever. I didn't think your woods had a name.
I don't think they do either. It would just literally be the word home.
As Nala kind of sits back. It's interesting. You spoke in an odd tongue earlier. Is that just something you do, or were you conversing with yourself, or?
He does not know how to answer this question.
No matter. Weird dog, the undead lion. These are quite strong beasts, especially the dog. Have you ever had any interest in following the dog? The beast, any of the other oddities you've slain in your lifetime? How old are you?
He goes to count on his fingers and toes and realizes that he's a lizard, so he doesn't have enough of them.
God fucking.
That's actually hilarious.
Also, at this moment, Leon approaches the group.
Fiery's character is.
Ignore what I said.
Hold on.
Killing me.
So it's, this will happen. This will happen before. Just before that, before Leon approached you, and then we go, Viandi, lizard man, and he holds out some paperwork. You never actually filled out. I can see why you never filled out your stuff for guild membership, and you never got any of your equipment. If you could, I don't know, give me a claw print, and I can give you your stuff.
Do I just poke my finger through the paper?
Yes.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh my fucking! I'm gonna.
Nala, he'll look at you. I have to do this more often than you think.
What do you mean?
Oh my god!
Not everyone that joins Tooth and Claw is of a elementary level.
Oh, I thought you'd meant that with Viandi here, and I was going to ask how you knew him.
He's a member of the guild, but he not officially up until now. Very hard to get people to sign papers when they don't understand how to write. Anyways, here's your compass. And I believe you're more inclined for the bow, and he'll take another one of these huge bows off his back that he's been lugging around.
I picked bowgun for him.
You picked bowgun, sorry. I'll bring your weapon off the boat tomorrow. Alright, and then the stuff with Morgiana and
I'm just gonna hide in the trees.
Yeah.
I don't know how to progress this conversation anymore. I've asked about monsters and everything.
I just keep seeing near and typing, then stop typing. Typing.
Above
stop
game.
typing.
I just hope it's Mochiana strangling Leon in a tent.
Wayne, did you check the RPQ?
Yes.
Yes. Austin, I'm genuinely sorry. I made this character to do one thing, and it was like kill anything with a pulse.
Fire.
Yeah, but the character also can't converse to have help to kill things with a pulse.
Fiery, I'm proud of you, but at the same time, I want to strangle your character IRL.
Like, this is like important to Nala, but he physically can't get across any other questions or his
You
points
can't ask
any
it
clearer.
dumb enough.
You can't ask it dumb enough.
So I believe Randor and Zahar.
I'm gonna just.
Randor and Sylvan will pat Niran on the back and say, "You'll get it next." Oh.
Austin, you know what's funny? Is that wasn't the first time our characters have talked. Do you remember who slotted your weapon for you, right?
Has it actually been spotted?
No, it hasn't been
It
slotted.
hasn't.
Lexi.
You were going to, but we were in the middle of things and we couldn't do it at the time.
Oh yeah, I never rolled for it. That's right.
Lexi,
Oh yeah.
if it's any constellation, now that I know how big your fucking character is, I would be terrified for any woman.
Ryan, do you know how big 6'5" is? Because my twin brother is 6'5".
Fucking massive, man.
I'm almost 6 foot.
I'm 5'11".
I'm fucking I'm about the same height as you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shorty.
They're tall.
Keep it up, Fiery. I'll tackle you.
6 foot versus 5'11".
Guys, I'm 5'2". I really don't want to hear
See,
this.
I've seen Fiery. I know he's stocky.
It's okay, Vin.
But
It's
okay.
okay.
I think Lexi would win this one. Did we want to keep the bot going? I wanted to know.
Oh yeah, get the bot going. All right. Leah, no, Zahar and Randor, what's happening?
I would walk up and say, "Hey, Randor, mind if I talk to you?"
Are you flying up or walking up? Because if you're walking up, I'm looking down.
Walk up.
I can't get over this fucking 3-foot fairy walking up to me. That's fucking. Randor will say, yes. Do you say that in common or Sylvan?
Common.
Okay, this is gonna be an awkward conversation then.
Let's go somewhere a little more private.
Randor did promise you a conversation. He'll follow you.
I'll break out a bottle of that sake van, and I don't know if he like would know about that, but he might get an insight check on that.
He wouldn't.
No. Okay.
Did I see he pulls out the good shit?
Yeah, he just pulls out a bottle of sake. Yeah,
that's the good shit.
I'll pour him and me a glass, so I'm gonna straight up ask him. Hold on. I don't know if I got a name for this guy though.
Which guy?
Dun, 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 dun,
It was an enforcer.
Yeah, the one that
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna straight up say, so about how long has it been now since after that?
It's been
2 weeks?
6 months.
Oh, right.
This was a while ago, like 4 to 6 months ago.
Around 5 months ago, there was a enforcer back in what's the town called?
It was a smaller
Kyoto
town.
County?
It was one of the smaller towns outside of Kyoto Ogami. Not the main town, one of the smaller villages.
I'll say that I believe you killed an enforcer in this town. You have anything to say about that?
Randor's gonna get this pondering look on his face. He said enforcer?
Yeah, enforcer.
I would I know what that is? My intelligence.
somewhat.
My intelligence.
He's talking about when you killed those.
I know
exiled
above
men.
him. I know, but Randor.
Yes,
He's stupid
yes,
as
Randor
shit.
would know.
Okay.
No, Randor would know.
All right. This is still in common, Fields?
We could switch to Sylvan if you want.
You both know Fejap, too.
Ah. Randor will kind of look around and knowing that certain people also know Sylvan, he'll say in Fejap, "Are you talking about those unruly samurai?" I'm gonna kind of squint at you.
I believe so.
You will how far have we gone? Are we just out in the open, or are we going to a tree or anything?
Way out in the woods. Like, I cleared a little spot, made a picnic, and
Okay.
just got some sake.
Randor will kind of lean against a tree, move the sake around in its glass, look at you. All I know is I came out from my They were hustling a man outside. They noticed me and attacked. Nearly defended me. Helped the guy out. Fortunately, you did a bit much to regret, but honestly, probably deserved it.
Zahar's gonna sigh.
I may be a monster, but I'm more human than people let on. I think so. I'm assuming you're here to collect. I'm gonna give you this stare.
There's a couple ways I could do this. I'm gonna show him my tattoo.
Do I recognize it?
Yeah. Believe it was the Sakura clan, i.e. the assassin family. That's what you would recognize it as.
Have I had any run-ins with the? I recognize it, but I haven't.
People that have, you recognize it. You don't know. People don't have run-ins with that clan and live to tell about it.
Right. Knowing that Randor's hand is gonna go to his katana. He's not gonna pull it out. He's just gonna keep it there. He's got this worried look on his face. I'd prefer to do this.
If I was going to do that, you've already had some of the sake.
Well, you would also know I'm not that easy to kill.
As there's a puddle of liquid around Randor.
I mean, I can still drink it. It's just, you know, puddles.
There's all types of poisons and
as soon as you say poisons, Randor, you know the fucking like bug eyes and shit. He'll drop the seeming and go poisons.
I've already noticed that doesn't really affect you the right way.
Yes, my friend, as you could tell, I'm very dead, and people have tried to poison me before. It doesn't really work out. Look.
Well, anyway, I'm not really here for that right now. I just wanted to get your side. I also got the side of the owl and the grung.
From my perspective, they're a bunch of bullies. Prey on people that can't defend themselves, and it's not right.
They have their good sides too, as long as they pay.
Andor kind of gets this look on his face and says, yes, but when one is down on their luck, I think they would have some more leniency. But
I actually agree with that.
Kind of nod. He'll stand up and say, well, whoever feel the need to report back your finding. Let them know that Randor Grayskull is great at his performances, and he'll give Zephyr a wink. I don't know, fucking.
Oh, and Zahar Sporeborn.
Okay. We give Zahar a
And
wink. Which is
and
weird because
this
his face is a
conversation-
skeleton and he can wink.
This conversation never happened. I think that's best for the both of us.
You didn't see anything.
Far away in the woods in another tent, you saw nothing. This is not the clones you're looking
No,
for.
Leon saw everything. What are you talking about?
But no, wait. fucking Zahar, these are not the droids you're looking for.
And then the asexual frog is asexual.
Oh god.
Rip All right, and with that, I'll have this night come to a close.
Wait.
Oh wait, hold on. Do we have more between these two?
Huh?
I actually use a channel that I didn't plan on using, and man just tries to skip it.
Oh, you okay? Okay, go.
Confused by the confusion of actually. Austin, I'll tell you real quick.
7-9.
Cool. By the slightly shorter one.
Huh?
Beyond is very tall as well.
Why the fuck are you guys tall? Stop it.
We have a
Everyone's
bunch
taller.
of tall boys in this. We have a bunch of tall boys in this.
Everyone's taller than Frey.
This is the way
Frey.
it works. Whenever someone makes a D&D character, it's either really short or really tall.
Yeah,
no
this
one
is-
makes an average size character.
This is true.
Trey is average height.
Hold
He's
on,
like
hold
5'6".
on. Hold on. Muscles was average height.
Muscles is old and decrepit.
Shut the fuck up.
I would like to say
Morgiana is
I
5'6".
am average height for
Yeah,
my
but
character.
Vinny, you're tall for a rabbit folk.
Really? How tall are they
Yes.
normally?
3 feet?
Oh.
Yeah, they
okay.
can be small, so
Hey, they're a prince for a reason. Wink, wink.
Yeah, okay.
no.
Am I good then?
Yeah, you're good to go.
As he's sitting rubbing his stomach after he just ate his fill, he'll point over his shoulder and say, "You can ask this one. They're better with words."
He points at nothing.
Yeah.
Nala kind of tilts his head as he like looks around Viandi and doesn't see anything but forest behind him, and he goes, Viandi, who are you speaking about? There's no one there."
Did you drink too much?
Nala shakes his head with like an eyebrow raise and goes, "Are you sure you have not drinking too much? Viandi, there's only forest behind you."
In Abyssal, then he'll ask for an explanation.
The woman behind you goes, "How we've been through this? You're the only one that can see me."
The lizard is very confused.
The lizard has schizophrenia.
Nala's just sitting there, just staring at Vinandi like concerned.
Can I butt in for really quickly? Is Niran able to fly with Morgiana?
You're both the same size creature, so no.
Makes sense. I was just asking.
You can fly with Morgiana for 1 minute if I cast Featherfall.
Viandi
Please don't drop
saying, ask an Abyssal, can you make them hear you?
I don't even know fully how all connection works in the first place. I have an idea. Can I have control for a moment?
What?
You're gonna give it back?
Of course.
It's like
Fucking dying.
it's like mom taking a bone.
Skeptically, he agrees.
So you hear in Viandi's voice, but it's a very different way of speaking. He gets out a dagger and he holds out his hand, and he slits his palm, and he hands the knife to you, and you hear, "Do the same to yours, please."
Noah like looks from it to Vanandi that's speaking very differently and much more fluently, and goes, "Okay." And Noah's never dealt with like any sort of fae or anything. Like, the most he's dealt with was literally just the monster that tried to kill him. That was no way, shape, or form a problem on land. And so he's like, "Oh, okay."
The
Vanandi
opposite hand, please.
He has like give himself a moment to look to see what you did, and then okay, and he just takes it and he slices it.
Randor, welcome to my world.
Viandi grabs your hand, and the wounds push together, and you feel something push into your wound.
Whoa.
And then you hear in your head, "Hello, good sir. Sorry for the intrusion."
Wait, yeah.
Is she speaking common, Sylvan, or giant?
It's in your head, so it's whatever language is most comfortable to you.
Okay. I speak. I kind of like move my head around as I'm. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Who am I speaking with?
Lady Cassandra. Cassandra Crystalborn.
Cool, that name hasn't changed.
I don't remember what the name you picked was.
It was Lilith.
You don't have shit on your character sheet for me to go off of. I want you to know that.
Well,
you have her listed as Pretty Lady. You have her listed as Pretty Lady. If you don't want your backstory to change on the fly, write the shit down.
Well, Miss Crystalborn, I'm surprised. Are you possessing my friend?
It's more of a symbiotic relationship than it is possession.
Oh my god. Virus venom.
So like when the little frogs sit on the spiders and help them eat?
In a way, yes.
And like Nala's face clears up entirely. Okay.
I've lost my body. And Viandi here is the one I got stuck with.
I see. That is concerning, and I would help you get your body back. Have you been able to pay attention to our conversation then?
I hear everything, yes.
Could you elaborate on anything? Maybe you know more than he does. Supposedly, warrior...
If you're asking about his memories, the event he refers to with the animal and the event that with the same dog, as now I can see yours, are indeed the same creature with the same portal. But this occurred before he was intertwined with me and has no memories that I can see of the between.
He's lost his memories?
Do you remember anything that happened between waking up and passing out?
It was the same day. I could have sworn it was the same day. I was just told there was a storm. Surely, and he's like scratching his head as he believes entirely that it was the same day he woke up.
within both of your minds, there is space carved out for memories that aren't there.
This is. I did not know.
I wouldn't expect you to. No, not many people can see the insides of their own minds. I do wish that I could swap into you rather than Viande. Things with him are very difficult. And now you see out of the corner of your eye, you do see the beautiful woman, elven woman, that was shown in a previous session. She's up in the visual aids.
Even though he's been with you for so long.
You've noticed how difficult things can be. That's why we're doing this right now. If you're wondering what our relationship truly is, I give him my powers, and thus he helps find me a body.
Your powers? Are you a caster of some sort then?
You could say. My people of my skill are being wiped out. I practice a very rare magic, and it cost me my body.
It seems powerful, but dangerous at the same time. My body is trained for the hunts, the labors, the physical elements, but I'm afraid I have very little understanding of the magical arts. Viandi, as though it seems he's a simple man, seems to at least possess a talent that you work through him for these arts.
Oh. Things just got very interesting.
Yes?
Now just digging through your memories here.
Yes?
It's like a file cabinet.
As like Nala is like getting more and more concerned.
That moment when you accidentally give Van like the DM equivalent to a Christmas present.
Red cloaks, silver armor, leathers. You've both encountered a very strange group of individuals. Both seemingly set you onto your path to being here. You recognize them now? Shit.
You know who you're talking of?
They've changed form since my time. The people that the group or the cloaked individuals that sent you both here, I believe are or were part of a group that took my body a very long time ago. I don't know what their goal is now. Back then it was to wipe out my brethren in arms. And it seems from what I can tell from your memories, since you have a more civilized set and know more of current events, it seems they were successful in wiping out atavism.
Atavism?
Yes, magic that reigns over the power of blood and self-sacrifice.
That is truly is concerning somewhat. Must be a very powerful magic if it requires so much sacrifice.
In the right hands, yes. I only had hands.
Could not a new body just be crafted for you? Like
That would
those
be wonderful.
golem things?
But I need blood. I need a living, breathing body.
Oh,
My body.
Thank God. Whew. Fuck.
If you're just separated from it, how do you know it's not just dead? If you say that these people are from your time, could your body not have rotted like friend Randall?
Oh, you son of a bitch.
She's going to make a history check real quick.
You're literally the only skeleton I know of.
Getting hot. Natural 20. Alright, cool. Sir Skyborn is not of my time. It's a little bit before me.
Skyborn?
Oops, spoilers. Sorry, my dear. I'm very interested in how most of these things will play out, and I'd rather not get in the way of too much. Just know that I believe you're being played. You, me, Viandi, everyone who's encountered those red-cloaked individuals, which I have a sneaking suspicion is more people than you think. I'm growing tired, though. This has taken more out of me than I thought it would.
Yes.
Being in two bodies at once, two minds at once. It's kind of overwhelming at this point.
I shall help Viandi find you your body, if at all possible. Or if not, perhaps we can craft you a new one. On another date, I'll ask you more questions in regards to this. But please, if you ever need talk with me, just let Viandi know. I am more than willing to participate again.
Will do. Goodbye. Blessed of Varden.
Goodbye, Miss Cassandra?
And that you feel whatever pushed its way into your veins pulls itself out, and it leaves a very cold vacuum as your blood fills it.
As he like shivers.
Viandi, you snap into back into control after sitting in the passenger seat for the past 10-15 minutes.
Hey,
Snap
Van.
back to reality.
Yeah, God damn it, Austin! I wanted to say. You did.
Chaos.
Less than happy about it. Viandi will say you get used to it.
Nala kind of rolls his shoulder and I've been cold before, not very often, but I have to say that it's the coldest I've ever been in many moons. Were you able to hear everything that we spoke of? She said that she's occupied as a both.
Yes.
I like to think whenever the other voice is in control, then I get to see everything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, he saw and heard.
And understood is the main thing there.
Oh, well then, yeah.
Yeah, you had like a mental link at that point. You understood.
It seems we might have a common foe and a common ally.
Also, Viandi, I'll say she relays to you in your head the fairy tale, and you are able to understand it. Because it is put through in memories. It is like a memory that gets pasted right at the where it's being, where new ones are being written. And you go, oh, okay, I understand that.
Basically,
And you know,
the person that understands his head the best just explained it to him.
yes. And so now you realize, okay, me and this guy both saw a dog and a portal, blacked out, woke up a few days later, and now there's someone saying, oh yeah, this group of people, hunters, went on this big adventure, and they have your name and his name.
I let her know, but I'll let you know. If ever we need to do that again, I'm more than willing. I've got questions, but I need some time to think them over.
So, with that, as I want to at least get to moving to the world map in this session.
Sorry.
Real quick.
No,
deal.
it's fine. No, it's perfectly fine.
Real quick,
Yep.
Deals. Is
Yeah, go
Sahar
ahead.
being a little shit right now?
What do you mean?
Are you plotting something?
Kind of.
It's Deals. He's always being a little shit.
Randor might be down for this plan. But yeah.
All right.
To the overall
So,
map.
the morning ends, or the night ends. It moves to Ilfang, which is good that you guys get all the rations dealt with before it gets to Ilfang, because things rot faster on Ilfang.
Yep.
We will. So that's 1, 3. So, at some point, a group of you have to take your full rest. So, we get to Ilfang passes, and we'll deal with whatever you guys want to do for resource gathering and stuff. But out of session, and then the next day is Maladonis. On the night of Maladonis, no, we haven't gotten to that. So, on the morning of Maladonis, Willa wakes up and is no
Nice.
longer exhausted.
Finally. And fucking
Good morning.
explore.
Let's go.
She's pissy. She's mad. She's confused.
Oh no. Nala should be Nala, right?
For the sake of getting the game moving, she will. You guys can eventually convince her to come back out to draw the map because there's no one else to do it. And you guys can choose to leave that morning to go out, or you can rest another night and leave on Chronicus.
If we were to stay and leave on Chronicus, how many days until Breezy comes back?
At that point, Breezy, you met here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. He said he'd meet you on the 12, 13, 14, 15. So Breezy said he would be back at the tree basically on the 18th, 19th, or 20th.
Okay.
It is the 9th.
It's the 9th. Okay.
You
so
got
we
10
have-
days.
Okay.
So we should get moving soon.
Oh, did I do that
It'll
right?
take us like 3 days to get over there.
Yeah, but I want to explore.
Oh, fair. We do have stuff we need to do.
Also,
Yeah.
Pissy Map Bitch is pissy, and she probably wants to go back to the places that we went to that she didn't map out.
She's fine going with whatever direction you guys want to go.
Well, then take us to the world map so we can decide.
Please.
All right.
So put up our hit die.
There's a what?
What?
Oh, never mind. I thought Lexi said something else, and it was hit die, and not what I thought she said.
Yeah, you guys regain your hit. Regain your missing hit die.
The conversation with Frey. Are we bringing?
Oh, other things. Randor, you get your
Yeah,
Triton
yeah.
back with the slot. It's in the very pommel.
Okay.
And Lexi, you receive your punch dagger repaired.
And I can carry the grung.
Yes, and you can carry the
Is Frey bringing along
Julia, yes.
totally not princess bitch?
Absolutely.
Oh, you're actively bringing her. How does the party react to one of just the civilians?
Randor is gonna bring Frey to the side, like, what are you doing?
And
He's gonna be like,
Niren's gonna walk up and he'd be like, "Are you insane?"
He's like, okay, listen. She knows magic. She can be useful. I promise. And I won't let anything happen.
Cut to a very pissed off Tallulah on the boat.
Wait. Before we leave, Randor looks over at Zahar, and then back to Frey. And then back to, what was your companion's name? Tallulah?
Tallulah.
It's like, Zahar, this could be an opportunity.
Knowledge is like mouthing, have her hold your fish.
God, no.
Frey is actively not looking in Nala's direction. He is looking away.
Niren's gonna lean down and be like, useful in magic, nothing.
Come with me, Randor.
No, we could take 2 civilians.
Morgiana's gonna
there's no
like
problem
blow a
with
kiss
that.
towards Leon and then go and stand next to Niren.
Wait, what is she doing?
She blew a kiss towards Leon for the night before and then walked up to walk with Niren.
Randor's barding is the Randor's bard senses are tingling.
Randor.
Yep.
Shall we invite the other one?
Feel it in your bones.
Frey can't know. Do we have a big enough backpack?
Staring at Nala.
A deal's above
trying
game.
to pull Tallulah with the group.
A deal's above game. I love that we're kind of kidnapping a child.
First off, that barrel is large enough to fit a singular grung.
Oh!
That's 3 feet.
Wait a minute. Tallulah, how tall is Tallulah?
Larger than me. I know that much.
5'4".
Tallulah can crouch, right?
Tallulah is taller than Morgiana.
We just don't do that. Come on, please.
What are you guys doing to Tallulah?
I'll end this right now. You guys go to kidnap Tallulah, and her dad is in.
We're not going
next
to. We're
her.
not going to kidnap Tallulah. We're gonna invite
We were just
Tallulah.
gonna invite her.
Yeah.
Oh my god, why are you guys bringing 2 civvies along?
I thought we were going to the hot springs at some point.
1 civvy is already dangerous enough.
2.
This will make 3.
Look, we already have 2, so what's the point in
Oh
not
yeah,
adding
you're
another?
right. This is the 3rd civvy.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
3
If we have,
targets.
like, above
Niren's
game,
gonna-
if we have Tallulah, she will not be able to be put in the middle. Because if we're going in our, like, regular formation, it would be Wilvella, Julia, and then Tallulah would be, like, outside of the group.
We'll
So
see.
we make up a new formation.
Above game, I was seeing a lot of people wanted to go to the hot springs, so I was thinking we'd go to the hot
That
springs.
was that night. That was
at night. We were all
at
wandering
night,
off to the
but I mean,
hot springs.
but it takes us a day to get to the hot springs, and it'll be at night when we get there. So I was thinking we could stop by, then go back, drop off Tallulah, and then head out again.
Just know if any civvies die, it's on you guys.
I
only have so many heals.
We would just be going to the hot springs. It would be fine.
Okay, so we do.
It's up to.
I say keep Wilvella in the middle.
Yeah.
Because then it gives Frey peace of mind. not being
You
right
two
next
go to
Tallulah.
invite Tallulah to come with you, and her father says no.
I'm assuming Tallulah is pouting a lot.
Tallulah is pouting. Yes.
I love
do you
Robert.
want, do you
I
want
love
to
him.
speak?
God damn it.
Frey's ear. Are you being blackmailed? This is the same woman that would not let us speak with you and her at the same time, is it not?
It's not blackmail. I can promise you that.
Randor, it's totally blackmail.
Cholula is very pouty.
Okay.
She's very confused why Frey would invite Julia out on an adventure and not her.
Oh.
No.
Randor will
Why must
crouch
we take
down
so many
and
civvies?
say, I tried, I'm sorry, but we'll be back soon. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on them for
It's
you.
no fair she gets to see him kill things, and I don't.
Wait a minute! Hold on!
Well,
Free.
I'll make sure to retell the stories as great as they were. How does that sound?
She just looks at you and goes, "You'd get to watch two. It's not fair."
Kind of smile and say, yeah, it's not. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ, Wayne!
You just made her sad.
What is
Cholula's
Randor
gonna run off and pout.
Oh, what is Randor supposed to say? He tried. Her dad said no.
Hey, man,
Yep.
is my character smart enough to understand why this is hilarious?
I want to say yeah.
I want
He's
to.
absolutely laughing.
I want to say yes, but
Frey,
Well, okay, friends.
Yes.
just so you
we-
know,
we
you're in charge of the civvy. If she dies, it's on you.
I know.
Let us set off then. I would like to go that way. And we're not on
hold
the
on.
map, but Nala's
Yeah.
totally pointing south by southwest.
Hold on, you should be back on the map now.
is that
Which direction's west again?
West
Oh,
is
this way?
going to be. Okay.
That would be-
This is east right here. I pulled up a compass and put it on the map. This is
Okay,
east.
so west is that
so
way.
we want to
Okay.
go down like this. Then.
Wait, what? I don't see the compass. I am confused.
No, I brought a compass up myself. This is east.
Oh.
We got it. It's so it's this
I-
this way, Austin.
I've never
That's
known.
Wait,
what
hold on,
west-
everybody,
what west
rave,
is.
rave.
Down left.
Woo! Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so down here.
Yeah.
Okay, so just
Fine.
directly diagonal.
Yeah,
Down left. That's where Nala wants to go. That's just his opinion.
I'm fine with that.
I
Uh,
don't have any
Alright.
preferences.
I feel I
If
should
you mean
warn you
water.
guys about a personality trait real quick. Nala likes being near the sea a lot, and if he's not near it frequently enough, he gets very depressed and moody. This is why he wants to go down left, because it keeps the sea in sight.
Gotcha.
So
I'm
we are
okay
going
going
this way?
down here.
Going this way?
Zahar's gonna say, shouldn't we head towards one of the new stones?
But we can go that way and then come around like this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
and
fine.
then we
Yeah, I'm
can
fine. Yeah, I'm
for
fine with
breezing.
that. Fine with that path.
Yeah, we
Um,
can still do that.
So
Yeah, that
as
sounds
you
good.
guys enter this area, it's not even a survival check. You guys come across this semi-large lake that is surrounded by trees on all ends, but then you notice it has very sharp edges.
The trees or the lake?
The lake.
Ah, fuck.
Like the other time we were near the coastline, did we get more revealed?
Yeah, I'll do that right now as I. Yeah, it just seems to have very large, and it's not. The edges of the lake aren't sandy or dirt; they're stone.
Can I investigate this?
A stone lake?
Randor will slide down. He
A
doesn't-
Randor, as you slide down, you immediately hit 3 feet, perfectly 5 feet down. There's a shelf, and then 5 feet down, straight forward, 5 feet down from there.
Huh.
You are standing in a flooded quarry.
Oh.
Oh, boy! Yeah, bitches!
Randor's gonna look around for material.
Ah, yes, a quarry.
Here's the thing. Do you understand how many fish would be in that?
Yeah, no.
Do you understand how happy
Flooded
Nala
quarries
is?
are one of the best places to fish.
You're gonna get a fish in an eye socket.
Randor, the water is a murky green. You could only see about 10 feet in front of you at any given time.
Hmm. Okay.
I'll also
Even-
reveal the
even
bigger
with
section of the map.
even with
Man, I
dark,
want to try something.
even with dark vision.
Even with dark vision, it's the particles in the air. It's like fog.
Okay.
You are underwater.
I mean, I don't need to breathe, so I'll
Or in the
go
water.
in pretty deep, and I'll spend about 20 minutes just to see if I can feel around for
It
anything.
goes about 90 feet down.
Holy
Before
dicks.
it's just a continual long stair step in this octagonal square. It's very precise sides and everything. You can't quite get out the shape, but it is a quarry.
This can take years to fix.
The other thing is
Just
that
some
Randor's
Use fire to evaporate it all?
Man, I'd like to cast that and target fish.
Fairy fire. You illuminate some fish.
well, that
Any
would have
really-
been
there-
helpful.
Any really big ones or anything?
Yeah, there's some big fish in there.
No, a big fish.
Oh wait, and so
Bitches
two
like
things happen.
That's what got it.
Bitches love
First
fish.
off, Noah's gonna grab out his fishing rod like this is the best time. He's also going to equip his lure.
All right. So the other thing that happens is all the fish immediately begin to leave because it lights up for them as well. They're illuminated for each other now, so they all begin to swim off in different directions.
Oh shit.
Van, can I
I
make a
do not know if
fishing check
this was
with
part of
my
your
lure?
plan, Fairy, but I don't know whether it worked or
Go
failed.
ahead. Randor, are you still
Either way,
exploring
nice job.
underneath the water?
Randor was exploring, and now he's thinking about alligators, and he's very scared and concerned.
Canon Randor has a fear of alligators.
Canon
That is
Randor
a
just
20
doesn't
on the rod,
want to do
and
a
my
shit.
lure also gives off 20 feet of dim light.
20
you
on
catch
the
a
rod.
very large catfish, about 20 pounds.
Ooh.
I thought you were about to say you caught Randor.
Fuck yes.
I caught a 20 fucking pound catfish.
I caught a
Vanandi, you're gonna
Randor.
need to help me with this one.
Randor,
yeah.
as you're walking around on this like stone floor, you notice two part like in the very ground. You see like an area that's just like two large scraped lines about 1.5 feet apart from each other. That just like it's a deep incision where like the ground has been eroded over and over again, and it seems to just carry on into the back of the lake.
Huh.
These perfectly like straight lines.
It's weird. I'll run his hand across it. I haven't seen any hippos on this continent, have I?
Nope.
Okay,
You
good.
haven't.
That's Randor's biggest actual fear in real life. I'll follow one of the lines. Just
Yeah, they run perfectly parallel to each other.
Hey Van,
Yep.
as soon as fairy fire was cast on the water, could I have started a ritual cast?
Sure.
does this just seem like a stone quarry?
Yeah, it seems like a stone quarry. So you follow it for about 60 feet when this metal box comes into view.
What the fuck?
That has these little wheels that rest in these lines in the ground.
It's the thing that they use to transport stone.
It's a minecart.
What Randor knows it's a minecart? I think he's
Yeah,
ever
it's also full of stone.
Oh shit.
It's full of like broken pieces of moss-covered stone.
Huh.
It's rusted,
Obviously. Yeah.
and the tracks continue past that.
Gonna follow the tracks for 60 more feet.
60 more feet, they keep going.
This is a deep quarry. We get this.
Oh.
If we find a way to get this unflooded, we'd have so much stone.
Randor does not. I think Randor might
Van.
want to bring the Grung on with him on this one.
Yes, Larry?
What I was wanting to ritual was lesser blood sight.
All right.
Randor is gonna detach his arm and shoot it up to the surface and make hand signs at the grung, because grung knows all
I'll allow
languages. And it'll be the basic grung in water.
Randor,
Um,
did you just say you took off your arm and let it float up without the rest of your body?
She's not gonna be able to notice. It's murky.
No. Did you let that happen so that you could get our attention?
Yeah. I mean it's moving.
Van, my boots are coming off.
Why?
Because now I think my friend's in trouble. Because all it's come up to the surface is his arm.
I mean the arm is.
Oh no! You see the hand come up and wave.
Yeah, it's moving.
You
It's
see
making
from, like,
it's
the
making
forearm
hand
up.
signals for the grung to get in the water.
Oh, like Adam's family.
He's trying to,
yeah.
He's trying to tell me to get in the water. I'll be right back.
It's October.
Randor, you feel your arm tugged as a large fish grabs onto it and swims off.
Motherfuck! I shatter.
You know it is far out of your range of shatter.
It's 60 feet. What do you mean it's out of my far range of shatter?
You went 90 feet down. Remember?
Hold on. What's the range of shatter? I'm so pissed.
But I mean, if he's moving his arm,
Hold on.
if
How
he's
did
able
he
to
not
move his
see
arm,
this
does that
happening?
mean
Yeah, wait a minute. Can I just shatter with my other arm?
the fish is technically holding a part of him?
The fish is holding a part of him, but it's a point he can see, and he can't see.
Oh my fucking! Nala, get the fish.
Punch
Love
that
how-
fish.
None of you see that. You none of you see,
No,
you
it's
see
a
the arm
choice.
go back
No,
under the water.
Van, it is a point of your choice within range.
I don't have to see
What's
it.
the range?
It's 60 feet, but my arm's there.
And you're 90 feet down.
But my arm's there. I can move my arm. I could snap and cast shatter, couldn't I?
You see
You're
that
getting into some
that leads down to
semantics.
a road where you start leaving your arm in a room and casting fireball, which
this is for this
I can't
instance
allow.
only. I would not do
The
that.
fish swims off with your arm.
I'm chase after. God.
You feel it. You feel your arm get. All of you see the arm just go back down, and it swims off. You could feel your arm.
Hey, Van, I have a really important question. How is he not floating?
He weighs like 20 pounds.
Don't question the words of the mighty Jimmy.
Listen, it just works.
Exactly.
Skeletons just work.
Bones don't float, to my knowledge.
They don't.
It's the
just
oxygen
works.
in the
He's
body
20
that floats.
He's 26 pounds heavy enough. All right, so Randor, are you continuing forward?
I'm gonna wait for the grung to get in here so I can chase after my arm.
The moment that he would see that, he'd just be like, "Oh, I feel like he was trying to call me. Give me a minute. You guys do whatever."
Okay.
And I will dive into the water. What?
As soon as Kai gets to me, it's like, first order of business, we need to kill that fucking fish that took my arm. I'm fucking. Oh. Second
Where
thing,
is it?
Second thing, we need to. Can you remember where this is? You're better in water than I am.
What?
There's a minecart and tracks here.
Yes, and
Just remember it is so we can come back and explore it real quick. All right, right here, follow me, and I'm gonna.
Fine.
I know where my arm is, so I'm gonna fucking.
Yes.
Go. I'm gonna track or locate that fucking fish.
It's a very fast fish, and it has a lot better movement than you do in this water, so it takes a while.
What about the grung?
The grung is the one that ends up catching the fish.
Okay. Thank God I called the fucking frog. Jesus.
You just see him take out what looks like an arrow, but is also way larger than it should be an arrow, and just stabs the fish.
I'm so glad
Takes
this is
the arm,
underwater.
throws
This
it
is
at you.
literally the most embarrassing shit. Okay, let's go explore the fucking cracks. Jesus Christ.
I hear a dog.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
that's
say,
fine.
I
Alright.
think it can
Give
hear me.
give me 1 second. I'm actually going to tell them what's going on.
All right, sounds
Hey
good.
Van, does blood sight like? Do I finish ritual?
Not about the
casting?
arm, please.
Yeah, you'll finish.
I
ritual
already threw it
casting
at
right
you,
now.
you idiot.
Yeah, no, I meant
Oh.
don't tell them about that.
Van, I'm looking for
I
anything that
won't, I
isn't a
won't.
fish.
Hell, what's the range? Like, how far can you see?
Wait, what did you do?
He's angry.
Spell.
Yeah, just drop it in
Yeah.
chat.
Oh, I didn't know how I had it set up. It's 30 feet.
30 feet?
Yeah.
17 minutes.
30 feet.
17 minutes on what?
Till session.
Less than session.
Oh shit.
You see lots of fish.
Do I see anything that's not a fish?
Nope.
Doesn't it feel like we've been fucking?
That is kind of saddening.
Well, not in this 30-foot area.
Well, I'm obviously gonna like be moving as I'm looking.
Mm-hmm. Are you
You just
continuing down into the water?
I would get just into the water and then kind of like walk around that area.
Yeah. Do you have any kind of underwater breathing or no?
I can hold my breath.
Okay. So yeah, you start walking around the edge of the water. Do Kai and Randall continue to follow these tracks?
I'm poking out of the water to actually tell people what's
Alright.
going on, so they don't worry about us.
Ah.
Just Kai pops up out of the water. Oi,
Ah, Sir Kai.
Bod found something. Apparently down here's a big stone, a flooded stone quarry.
Ooh.
We're doing some investigation. We found a minecart already full of stone, but we'll give you more details once we explore a bit further in.
Okay.
Can
And he
Niran
will
be
go back in.
foraging?
Sure.
Above game ninja, how far are you willing to explore?
Probably not too much deeper in case we need to make a getaway.
So what, like 2 minutes of walking? Maybe 3?
That's
Swimming for me, but
that's a couple 100 feet, I want to say.
I don't know about how that long. 200. I feel like 180 is probably going to be my maximum that I'm gonna risk.
Say 200.
Because that's three. Because that's 3 turns of dashing to escape.
Okay. I'll do 200 and keep you 20 feet within eye shot.
15 minutes left.
All right. So you guys move about 90 more feet before you see the back wall of the quarry open up. But at that back wall, you see a square cut in and a ramp that continues like at an angle back down into the ground, further deeper into the ground, where these tracks continue to follow in.
Oh boy.
And it just goes dark.
Dark vision is not helping me here, is it?
It is a mine. Dark vision is helping you, but your vision eventually just ends up. Like, you can only see within 10 feet in front of you. You don't have any light. You find this opening, and you can tell it continues a good way down.
Is there a ladder?
Nope, it's a ramp that just goes down.
And we'll look at
Send
Kai.
Do you want to risk it? I don't know. No telling what we'll find down there.
Red or look at the walls, see if there's any scratches or anything. I just want to make sure there's
Deep scratches on the
Jesus
edges.
Fucking Christ, Waverly. I just want to make sure there's no signs of any aquatic
It
life.
looks like there's some heavy gouges, like in the side, in both sides, where it looks like when something was entered, it caught the edge.
Like a
Both
creature
going in
or
and going
a.
out. You can't tell. It's smooth. It's old.
You're also trying to figure out what something is underwater.
I don't know if I trust this. Not without the not to say that I doubt you, but I don't. But I very much doubt the two of us can handle something in here if we're caught. If we're caught with our fists up our ass.
Yeah. I don't have the spell expedies.
By the way, how does the grung communicate underwater?
Ribbit.
I'm assuming it's very gargled Bajap right now.
Well, here's the thing.
That or
If you were speaking in
grung. I
it
did
makes
teach you
sense.
that.
Yeah, they can both speak
You know
grung,
a little bit of grung. You know a little bit of grungwayne
which
because I
assumably
taught you
can be
something.
spoken underwater.
I should put that in
That's
my
what I'm saying. Like, I
languages.
feel like
Oh
nothing
my
except
God.
grung would.
Whoops.
Grung and Aquian. Grung and
Yeah,
Aquian.
grung Aquan.
Maybe primordial.
You know what? We got 10 minutes left. The Randor's gonna walk down 50 feet. If you want to stay here, I'm just gonna check it out and come back.
Randor, it continues for 50 feet, and then it continues even further down.
Fuck me, dude, man.
The water is very cold here.
Man, you're killing me, man. God, God, man. Oh
I
my
swear
God.
if I
At
see
this
a
point,
single
you can actually see like diverging paths now.
He's only 50 feet away. I could grung back to him that I can see diverging paths, right?
Yeah, sure.
I'll do that.
I definitely don't like this. I suggest we retreat for now, and we can come up with a plan of what to do with this when back at town. We know it's here now, which is the important thing.
My experience tells me that Ninja is right. But my curiosity, Van is twisting my arm around my back and breaking it, man. Fuck, Ninja. I'm pissed right now. God.
If you want to risk it to go for it, I technically can bring you back, but it'll be
I want to plunge my cock in the wall, man. if it gets chopped off, it gets chopped off. I'll go 50 more feet.
Do you even have one though?
I got a pelvic bone. I'll go 50 more feet.
Prosthetics.
Do you guys return to the surface or not?
I'm going 50 more feet.
You travel 50 more feet, and the room opens up to a circular area with a metal at the entrance of the circular area, or at the middle of this circular room is a giant metal circle with another minecart in the middle of it, and it's got a track that runs through it, but it's skewed. You can assume this is an area that it rotates to let the minecart go forward or to one of the other diverging paths. The path ahead, both paths. There's 3 paths that all continue down at steep angles.
What use this place?
I hate you, dude. I hate you so much right now. God. Oh, man. You're killing
100
me.
feet.
You're killing me, dude. How many feet?
We are at 100 feet
You're at
away
100.
from me now.
He can't hear you anymore.
I could cast Shatter and he could know that something's wrong, though. So,
Yeah.
knowing that...
Well, here's the thing. If you shatter, the entire water is going to get disturbed.
Which
yeah.
could make it worse.
But
Or it could drain the water.
let's not fucking collapse the entire quarry on Randor.
Yeah, because you also don't want it to affect the people that are still above ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna look at these 3 entrances. Is there any languages or any signs on these entrances? Because usually quarries have like, this is where this is where this is,
You
or have
see
the foot depth.
rough carvings that have been eroded over time. They're just like smudges now.
So I can't even see how deep the shit goes, because usually that's marked.
Mm-mm.
Fuck me, Van, I hate you, dude. This is so interesting, but God, I don't want to fucking get the party fucked. Ah! I said I'd go 200 feet. I did. Which one of these? I don't know. I just have to pick one, don't I? There's nothing that like.
You've reached 200. You've reached your 200 feet limit.
No, he's reached 100.
100 away from me.
Yes.
We're almost 100 past the. We're over 100 out before outside right now.
I'll take the middle path, and if I hear and see anything, I'm going back immediately. Like immediate stop, turn around. If I see anything moving, any eye, any sound, Randall will turn around and book it back to Kai.
All right. So which path are you going?
Middle. And I rolled the 2.
All right. You continue forward through the room and down that path. You don't see anything, but you do find like the skeletal remains of like 4 fish
Fucking.
that have floated to the floor.
How much do I know about aquatic shit?
You know, normally doesn't leave bones.
So this is out of the
Would you like-
ordinary.
Yeah. Would you like to turn around yet?
I think you've given me good reason to turn around.
DM shows you pile of bones?
Yeah, DM shows you pile of bones, it means go away.
I think DM was entirely trying to get you to turn around a long time ago.
Well, yeah, but he kept piquing my curiosity, but now he's showing me pile of bones, that definitely tells me to leave. I'll leave now.
Alright. So, Kai and Randor both return to the surface.
I'll relay to Kai
hello.
everything I saw.
Yeah.
Well,
And
yeah.
as you guys reach the surface, you're all talking amongst yourselves, and Julia raises a hand. Two questions. How do you breathe underwater, and are we going to drain the quarry?
Oh, is she asking Randor that?
She's asking everyone that.
Oh.
Now I was like, I think draining a quarry would be a great idea.
The big thing is that we don't know where we can drain it.
The ocean.
And as for him, he's a mage. He can do that shit.
I have my secrets, and I'll wink at her.
I didn't see him cast a spell before he went in. Alright, if
It-
I can help drain the
Sorcerer.
quarry.
Were you focused on much other
Oh?
than Frey though?
What? Hold on.
She starts digging into her bag and she pulls out 2 Viz stones.
Wait, what?
She pulls out 2 Viz stones. I explained what these were at the start of the campaign. And she'll hand one to Kai and go, take this to the deepest part of the quarry that you can get to. And who in the party is small besides Kai?
Nala.
No. Fucking Zahar.
That would be Zahar.
Zahar.
Zaha, you can fly, correct?
Yes.
All right. Take this one up into the air as high as you can, and maybe fly a bit of a ways away from here.
Randor will go with Kai and lead him to the turntable part of the quarry, because that would be
Yeah, I
the
was
deepest
about to
part.
say
I'm
that-
not
that-
gonna
that
let
we're
you go
willing
down
to
there alone,
risk
especially
for.
when there's fish bones down there. No.
Put it and leave.
Fast.
Before it's activated.
On it.
And Zaha, these are magically connected. All you have to do is how to you know spells. Just act like just cast a spell through the stone, and it should activate. So Kai and Randor go and they place the stone in the middle of the turntable area.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go down any of these tunnels. Not yet.
And Zahar, how far away do you fly?
The big lake, probably a good bit now.
I'd say you could find your way to a coast if you want to go toward the coast, because you guys are. This area is.
I don't really want to go all the way to a coast. I kind of want to, like, if this is draining the quarry, I'm interested if it's going to drain the fish too. So I'd probably go a little ways away and really high up.
All right.
This.
And do you focus onto the stone?
I would focus on the stone after a little bit, yes.
But the question is, do we have Minecraft water physics?
So Zahar, you focus on the stone and it glows before crumbling to dust as you watch this arcane sigil form in the air and then spin a bunch before solidifying. And it becomes a set of little doors which suddenly blow open outwards away from you, and this massive gout of water begins to just at high pressures.
Farewell.
Bye, Wave.
Okay,
Bye, Wave.
We'll miss you.
This is about the end, so it's fine.
Randor and Kai, assuming you're still underwater, you all feel the sudden pressure change as the water's being pulled away from you.
Nope, time to go.
Faster.
Gotta go faster. Gotta go.
Van.
There's the occasional fish that go. Thump, thump. I unplugged my head.
Would I have to hold on to Kai because I weigh 23 pounds?
Oh.
26.
Oh boy.
Kai can carry you.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen, I'm holding a monster hunter. I was able to lift a monster hunter bow.
Randor Gmod ragdolling underwater.
Randor, I need you to do me a favor really quickly.
Yeah.
Randor, you need to do me a favor. Let go of Kai.
No.
Listen, you had Featherfall. It'll be okay.
No. It's not. Yeah.
Hey, Van.
Yes.
So I'm assuming it's starting to flood the little forest area just a little bit, maybe a foot, 2 foot of water, right?
Yeah.
Can I see any really big fish, bigger than the one that Nala caught?
You do, but they've been ripped into pieces as they are larger than the hole that they're coming through.
Oh! I'm glad I didn't let go now.
The hole itself is only about a foot wide.
That would have not been fine.
I was half.
So if the fish comes through sideways,
a guy at cruise in there, and I was scared.
I mean, they're pre-filleted, so I mean.
So the whole quarry begins to empty rapidly. Takes about an hour for it to empty down to the level in which it can. And then the sigil disappears from the air.
It's like a tub. Raining.
Well then, that was.
I'm gonna think to myself.
Experience.
This probably can't end well. A bunch of bloody fish. That's clearly gonna lure some monsters in.
This was half a day away from camp, right?
Yep.
Is there any fish now drowning because there's an absence of water?
Not that
there's some fish that get caught up on the surface, but a lot of them went with the flow of the water and either ended up further down into the quarry or ejected out of the portal.
Not that I don't want our civvy with us, but would it be possible to convince her to go tell them that we got this quarry, and then...
Are you sending her back by herself?
I'm considering it.
She refuses.
I haven't said it out loud. I'm just asking. I'm asking you, is it... Damn it.
She would refuse.
But that's important information and also a way to get rid of the civvy.
You know why she's still here.
To be fair,
she looks around and goes, that worked quite well. I hope I don't need those because I only had the one set. All of you casters, don't recognize what spell that was. And it was a portal spell that lasted for a good amount of time.
Randor hearing that.
Oh,
Randor hearing that will go, oh, maybe I should have gone deeper.
it's fine. We went very deep, at least 200-300 feet down at minimum.
Well, let's go! And she starts to climb down the quarry.
Oh god!
Frey's immediately running after her.
The Randor
He's like,
thinking back
"Uh-oh."
to the bones that were down there is like, oh no, we have pissed
Hey, Randall,
off.
can you catch me?
We have pissed off. Wait, hold on, Van.
What?
I have a valid question. So because of where we put the portal where we put it, and because I know how physics work, technically, a percentage of water would have been sucked out of those 3 pathways.
Yes, but not all of it.
Okay, I just want how many feet would you say? Because that went on for an hour, and that was very close to them, and a very high pressure of suckage.
High pressure suckage.
Van, correct me if I'm
I like
wrong.
About,
falling damage
about
is bludgeoning
300
damage, right?
feet of those. Well,
Okay.
you have to go down there and falling damage. You have to go down there and see. Falling damage is bludgeoning damage. Yes.
I have feather fall, so if we want to jump down.
Do all of you? Yeah, no, it's a stair step. You guys can get down it. It's
That's
just 5 foot
perfectly
drops.
fine. As Nala kind of goes to the edge, looks back at Randor and goes, "Catch me!" And he just yeets.
What?
How far down does it go on these 5 foot drops,
90
man?
feet.
90 feet.
90 feet. But if he's jumping off, he'd hit one of the stair steps before he hit the bottom.
Oh.
He'd probably hit like the 30-foot step.
You're telling me he can't.
It's a railing, you know. He just slides down a railing, you know. Fucking.
If it was a running jump, I'll give him the 40-foot step or the 40 or 50-foot step.
Randor considers just letting him. He considers. He squints.
Skyborn, catch me!
He squints and thinks about it, and then he hears Skyboard and says, "What?" and casts Featherfall.
He calls you. You cast Featherfall. He calls you Skyboard. You cast Featherfall, and suddenly you are in a throne room looking over papers.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh, best time for your mind for you to get more memories.
Pulling out my notes. What do the papers have on them?
You read through their
You said a
tax
throne room?
proposals. Yeah, you're in a throne room, sitting on a throne, reading over tax proposals, policy changes.
Yes, taxes.
I'm just gonna put tax papers and stuff.
When the papers are pulled down in front of you, and maybe about a 8-year-old halfling girl pulls the papers down and crawls into your lap and shows you her new drawing, which is of a family of a younger version of the family you saw in your first vision. And crudely drawn like a child. This image doesn't have the baby drawn in any way.
Mm-hmm.
But it has everyone. It has everyone's names written above them in bad spelling. So it's Timothy is a younger elf boy. Then it's I forget her name. Lilith is written above her, and it just says mommy and daddy above the 2 adults, and it looks like someone has come in with a bit better handwriting to come and like teach her how to write your names. And it says Talia and Avaroth. And then below it says the Skyborns.
Do you want to put those in chat for me?
You should already have those names.
Oh,
those are the names that you learned from the family previous.
Now I know it's not very
below it says the
detailed,
Skyborn.
and I know it's an 8-year-old's drawing. What does my face look like?
Do you look like a handsome young adult? I mean, your face here is a smiley face.
All right, but compare because I've seen their faces, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
piecing together, looking at the drawing and her face, I could put together a face for me. Eh?
You could try to mentally reconstruct your face.
Okay. Like, what would
But,
be the equivalent? Is it like blue elves or what? Am I a
like
Smurf?
blue elf.
Am I a Smurf fan?
It's blue elves, yes.
Okay.
My Smurf.
Bluish.
Is that my lore?
I guess while I'm visioning this and what you're describing, things I would be studying would be my muscle tone, and like
You're wearing very lavish robes. You can't see your muscles.
Well, I mean, I'm my arms are thicker than what my current
Yes, they're
appearance
thicker
is.
than they are.
Okay.
Than your bony self.
All right. What are these ropes like?
Satin, reds, golds, a bit of purple.
Did you just say red and gold?
Red, gold. Yeah. Bit of purple.
Cap.
Is there
We're
any-
also 10 minutes over, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Is
Trying
there?
to finish up.
I'm sorry. Is there any names or anything that I'm seeing around the room of any
Nope. And
royalty?
your vision ends as a younger version of the elf woman from your first vision comes and picks the girl up out of your lap. And she goes, "Sorry, dear. I know you're busy. I'll distract her." And your vision ends.
She says in that language again.
Mm-hmm.
Nala's still falling and jumping down consistently.
Yeah. Are you guys going into the quarry?
Oh, I ran after.
We
Julia.
have
Yeah, she's running for the
Yes.
quarry.
Civvy.
Oh yeah.
Randor, you
Niran-
snap out of this, and you're instinctively actually already a few steps down. You were apparently moving while in your vision. And yeah, you cast Featherfall on Nala, of course. Nala floated down. Thank you for wasting that spell slot.
Yeah, let me delete it. For my character. sheet
And
forever.
as you, when Julia arrives at like the down ramp, she slides forward and just slides the whole way down on the slimy,
God damn it, Ninja.
earth-covered ground. And goes woo woo.
Frey is having none of it. He is like, what the fuck is she doing? He is he's going down with her
Randor.
as fast as
Are you
possible.
also sliding?
Yes.
Are you sliding behind her?
Absolutely.
Randor pondering will
There's a section where you slow down, where it goes flat, and there's the diverging paths, but you have enough momentum to continue down the next ramp.
Okay.
Randor pondering will think to himself while he's sliding down and looks very cool doing it.
Eventually you all, so the first to reach the bottom are Julia and Frey, who collide together at the very end. And she's like, you're both in a pile with each other. Like, how you're not hurt is astounding. You sit like toward the almost halfway to the middle of that metal circular piece, and she goes, "That was so fun. This place is it's very dark."
Frey's gonna grab her by the shoulders.
She'll snap her fingers, and then a bunch of little floating lights will start to go from around her and fill the room.
Frey's gonna grab her by the shoulders. You can't just rush into stuff. You cannot do that.
But wait, why not?
We don't know what's down here.
Randor.
Are there monsters?
Randor
Tell me there are monsters.
will say while sliding down to.
Never seen a
Frey's having an aneurysm.
Randor will say to Frey as he slides down. For Civ, she does have some magic about her, doesn't she?
Yes,
He
was
wants
aware
to
that she
insight
makes
you.
oaths. Oh, you're gonna. Okay.
Something ain't right here. It ain't adding up.
You roll an insight check.
14.
Niran's just
Um,
constant.
She
suspicion
does
of
have
women.
quite a bit of magical power for a civilian.
She told me she knew spells. I knew nothing of what she all knew.
Niren's gonna say loudly and grung to Kai that he does not trust this woman.
Wait, what did you say, Vinny?
Frey's like, I knew she had magic, not all of what she had.
That's technically the truth. Alright.
Those that are, that can notice among you, like, good at spotting things, she's not dirty from sliding through that mud either.
Wait a minute.
Neither is Randall.
Wait a minute, Van.
My perception powers.
Van.
Hell.
I would know.
Check.
You would know, yes. She's not dirty. You're not dirty. You both slid through mud.
I'm gonna put an arm over Frey. And you know that, like, moment in anime where two characters go to the side, but it's very sternly?
Oh.
Randor knows. Something's up. He's gonna say in Fejap, Frey,
yes.
your friend is using the seeing spell.
Is she?
Insight again.
Damn it.
Roll insight.
Fuck.
Do I get advantage because I know the seeming spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, let's go!
It seems Frey had no idea.
Hmm.
Frey had no idea. Actually,
Well,
wait,
he
no,
didn't know
Frey.
specifically
Frey,
the-
roll me a deception check.
Natural
Roll
one.
me a deception
Natural
check.
one.
If you
Disadvantage?
if you get, yeah, disadvantage.
Yes.
If you get below a 5.
No! You're kidding! You're kidding!
Oh my god!
You're kidding! Bruh! Bruh!
Fuck.
Fuck you, roll 20.
I don't know shit.
It seems to you, Frey has no idea.
Mm.
Hey, Van.
Stealth? Like, can I,
Yep.
since she's paying attention to other things, can I stealth up behind her?
Yeah. So as you're doing that, those of you, also you guys begin to hear this noise echoing down from the forward passage.
The middle one that I went down.
How long have we been here?
In the chamber. In the chamber?
Like, since the water drained.
Like in this chamber in particular, or at the quarry?
Like, how long has it been since the water drained?
The water took an hour to drain.
Van, you're talking about the middle passage that I went down earlier?
Yeah.
That?
Yeah. Huh? Mhm.
Oh shit.
The hour would have passed, and you guys would immediately begin moving down here. So it's been a few minutes.
Frey's pulling out his sword after hearing that noise, by the way.
Randor's
Everybody get ready.
Randor's pulling out his katana.
From the darkness of that passage, you watch as these two giant claws, crab or lobster-like claws, emerge, and pulling through is a giant black-shelled lobster crawfish.
Yes!
Fucking Randor, if he had an ass, would shit
everyone.
himself.
Can I pick her
As
up
it
and
lets
move
out this
her?
horrible noise
Nala calls out,
from this
Minandi!
opening
We eat good!
predator-like mouth, that the mandibles that open, and you see these hundreds of thousands of tiny pincer teeth. That's what we'll end session, and we'll roll initiative at the start of next.
Randor will say in the JoJo fucking thing, "Oh my god!"
Vanandi, we eat good!
Randor is sitting there
great.
like, the DM saved my
Fiery.
life. I
It's
could
a
have
big
died.
monster.
Hey, good news! You guys aren't fighting it underwater.
I almost died.
You're right.
I
It would
was
have
yes. Wade,
triple
you were
speed.
literally like 10 feet too close.
I was 10 feet from death. Oh my god.
Bad news! Bad news! You're in its lair.
There
Ah!
it is. Level 3, and we're already fighting beast layers.
Hey! But you know what? It's okay, because it's only one spot away from the thing, so it can't be too high.
Draining the water. Draining the water fucked it.
Ah, good.
Like, that's half its layer action's gone.
Whew. Whew,
and,
good.
And probably half its movement.
Then I appreciate the bones, man. I
hate that we
appreciate
have
the
to
bones.
I have to defend 2 civvies, but
Also,
I
fuck you,
will
Vinny.
do my
You
best.
piece of shit.
Get fucked, my 6 works.
Yeah, well, 1 by fucking 1.
Get fucked.
Wow.
By the way, what Niren was about to do was touch the very edge of like her shoulder or something like that to see if he met with resistance or if like his hand would go through.
Oh, I guess all of you would know Randor's trick, so yeah.
God, this is gonna be a fucker.
I am so excited.
Big fucking crab, dude. That
I feel like this is a big monster, and
I would have died.
That makes me worried.
I would have fucking died. Holy shit.
Oh boy.
Alright.
Whatever.
Nala gets disadvantage because Austin's allergic to crawfish.
Now listen, I might be. Nala is a fisherman and has only eaten fish for basically like his entire life.
I feel bad for you, Austin. Crawfish are really good.
Van, you
I
could
can eat any
He
shellfish.
fucking hates any sort of seafood.
Van, if
except
you
for
were
bad.
a dick, you could have just killed me.
You're
Remember
probably
when
close
you
to.
Wayne?
If you had continued past those bones, yes.
I mean, I wasn't going to because I know what those
I am
meant.
very.
But you
I
could
am
have just
very glad that.
you could have made me roll a
I don't know
perception
what
check. I would have
version of me was
died.
in your head.
100 feet past those bones is its nest.
Oh my god.
Nest, you say?
Hey Van.
Hmm?
What are the odds that there is an egg that I can raise and make my own Leviathan?
Oh my, he's gonna ride on to battle on a crab.
Depends if this creature is a male or a female.
Oh
that is
God.
D2 that I like my odds on.
Can I roll that? I want to roll that.
Alright, I'm gonna
I
head
want
out
anyone
because I got
but
some
Wayne
stuff
to
I
roll
gotta
it.
do.
I'm rolling it.
Good night, Vin.
Alright, good session.
Bye,
Today
everybody.
was a good session.
It's male.
I'll be sticking.
Bye-bye.
I'll be sticking around. I assume you guys are gonna concentrate the workers working on wood and
Wood and stone.
Yeah.
Wood.
wood and stone. So
Well, once we get the stone quarry
Alright.
up, and we get
Well,
a path to it, it'll probably
it's-
be much easier to get
absolutely,
stone.
yeah.
It's
We
been
need to clear out a layer first.
It's been a great session.
Oh God.
Vinny, send me that. Oh, Vinny left.
Hey,
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna stick around. I'm just going to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Wayne, it's actually female. The male is actually Crabius.
Ah, damn,
Mighty.
you're right. You're right. There's a tiny
God,
crab on
Austin.
top of him.
It's that crab from Divinity, whatever the unkillable in the first area.
That's basically what Crabius the Mighty is.
I'm scared now.
I'm so happy.
All right.
I don't know how. Well, granted,
Hey Austin.
there's only one problem. I can't use my most potent new toy.
All right. Well,
Yes,
it's been
but not
great.
me.
I need to sleep soon.
Why?
Thank you guys for watching stream. We'll see you guys in the next one.